you know,
So they don't make that part, and it's the whole part, that from the alternator, the wire to batteries. Of course, they don't know this. The guy's like, well, you go here, 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 here. You can order the part, and when you get the part, you can bring it. And I'm just going, God. If I had my friend sitting with me right now,
Are you at a dealership?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, only because the Ford here, that's why I bought the car. As long as I am the original owner, my inspections are free.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they, every time they look at me, because now the years, it's almost 20 years, they're like, yeah, still me. And the guy doesn't, he goes, wow, cool. It's just like,
Yeah.
he says, he just goes, yeah, you're the original owner. So yeah, right here, your state inspections are still free for as long as you own the car. I says, yeah. So that's why I go. But that part is no longer made. So, guys, it's telling me, places to go online and find, because there's a lot of places out there, because you have people with old cars and people have these and they have them in
Aftermarket
storage,
stuff.
whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So I'm laughing at him and says, if any of my friends are standing with me right here, they'd be laughing at you about me trying to get online and order something.
I have a very hard time believing that they don't have parts that are not made for a 2006. And the reason I say that,
Just continue.
mm,
At the dealership.
At the
Other
dealership.
places,
at the dealership, sure, but you can still buy parts for 49 Ford.
right.
You can buy aftermarket parts, so there's absolutely
So, but yeah, what it was, the guy was telling me where you could get them. Your where you can get your parts. So I went out there, I'm like, man, I'm going to do this. And the guy who brought it in, he said, hold up, let me talk to my guy. Because he's looking. Almost 20 years I've been dealing with these people. Oh, cool. Wait a minute. Where's
What?
my shoot?
You grabbed the bottom of the bag instead of the top.
I just grabbed the bag.
Was that for tomorrow?
No, that's going to be my snackage here in a little bit.
Okay.
And I'd like, a quick question before I finish my story. How did you know I love these things?
I didn't.
Okay. Now you know.
I walked through and I grabbed like 6 or 8 things, and I'm like, well, I know I like these. I'm like, these are just awesome. I think Ron will like
That's
these.
why I love them. But so he says, let me go, because the guy was saying, look, I can order it for you, but then because I have to pay this, that, and if it doesn't fit, you're gonna have to repay. He went through the whole spiel of it's gonna cost you twice as much, and if it doesn't fit, you're stuck with it, and I you do the process again. Well, that sucks. So I have friends that know how to do it. They'll help me out, no problem. So I'm talking to the guy. He says, no, wait. He went out and talked to the manager. And then he came back out. And the manager came out and said, here's the part. Boom. I ordered it for you. As soon as it comes in, we will let you know. And then I punched up, then I go, dude, you don't know how grateful I am. He says, yeah, I could tell. And he knows. I'm like, look, I'm 65. I really have a hard time with a lot of stuff. I know it. I can do it. But the technology is going quicker than my age ability. He goes, yeah. So I punched up to him. I punched up Bush Ford with an E at the end. Bush Ford, Brinkley, Arkansas. See that? Oh, wow, I know them. I said, yeah. See your name on there? Yeah. Said, that's my grandpa. That's how long we've been Ford people. He goes, oh, I'm sorry, that was actually first. That was before I go. Can you look up on that rule? I said, yes, please. Do that. And then he came over waiting for your grandpa. Said, yeah. Bush Ford, Brinkley, Arkansas. Not anymore. I mean, Grandpa long since passed.
Right.
And it went to corporate, but it was his dealership. Then my uncle took over until corporate came in, took it over, and they just said, okay, corporate is all yours. because they started to have to follow all these other different rules, because they could make deals and wheeling and deal and all that, because when you were the franchise owner, like McDonald's, you make the decision as long as you make a profit. As long as when we bring you a car, you pay for the car. As long as you're paying for the product we're sending you, you can sell it for half the price. We don't care what you do with after, as long as we get them. Just like a credit, like anything. But everything went corporate, and my uncle said, "I'm done. I'm out of here." So he moved to Little Rock, and there you go. But yeah, oh, so I'm waiting for that. Waiting for the call.
Wait, but
Yeah, as soon as I get the call, I gotta call the insurance company and put it on.
so what is it that you're replacing?
The whole cable system between battery to alternator.
Fun.
It's one piece.
Yeah.
But they don't.
They don't make it anymore.
Yeah, it's discontinued. Which is understandable due to the age of the car. I could understand that. But like I was telling, when I brought it in, one of the cable areas were connected to the battery that was so corroded it had split in half.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to just take out that old one, stick in a new, because I can go buy a dozen of them at any place right now. It's just that part. But no, the whole thing is not. It's actually melting it's melting where the alternator is a fire hazard now. It's getting so hot right there.
Yay. All right, so we're doing this without
A rogue.
the last one.
Yeah.
There's Mr. Jared. There's Mr. Me. There's Mr. You. Now, did we long rest before this room? I don't think so.
I don't think it's ever rest at all.
No, we
No.
haven't.
No, I
I
think
think you just
I
been,
think the consensus was If
Go
we-
do it.
if we left, they were going to refill, and so we couldn't really leave, and
So
we didn't really have
we're just
time.
gonna do it.
you're gonna do the deed.
What do we do? And if I remember correctly, your road and bond is right. So you're taking full damage. Sorry about that, my friend.
But it's okay to me. I'm all right with it.
Oh, I don't have. There is a door. There is a door there. This is walled and door.
Okay.
So it doesn't come in and just open right up.
So it does not do that. All right.
Yeah, that stuff is under here, but as long as you know these two, this is a door.
So which one of us is going to investigate?
I'm gonna go kick the door open.
I'll kick it open. All right.
We'll figure it
We'll do it together. All right.
Have fun with it.
Do we have any explosives on us? Cross through the door.
Flashbang.
The story and the monsters, the guardian.
That would be a different game.
That would be a different game.
I roll,
With these kind of critters, that would be dark conspiracy.
except when I roll a one and the dying light just hits the wall. No,
Bounces back into it.
it's like, crud. Takes like 10 damage.
Yeah, and this is when you tell Mark, even though he's not on, he should at least have the background noise on so he knows what's going on and see when he dies.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna go up and,
You kick the door in?
Take the door.
all right.
All right, Ron.
All right, so you run up, you kick that door. Give me a strength.
Advantage, because they're doing it
Yeah,
together.
we're doing it together.
You can do one of two things.
Okay.
What size?
You can both roll a die and see what that total is. So I don't really care. I just like to play around with it. Basically, if you roll really low and see if you
Right.
strain yourself,
Yeah.
so you can roll both die and get that total number, which I'm happy to play with. Or one person can roll both and just add it.
What do you want to do?
I mean, if you want to roll my dice. then
No, I definitely don't want to
No,
roll your dice.
The,
I have
reason,
enough
the
problems.
reason I'm saying I will allow, for instance, if you both roll a 20, it's going to be a 40.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
We'll
What
both roll.
what I'm looking at to see if anybody can drop that 1,
I got 5.
You get a 15.
5, 15, 20.
Yeah.
It'd been funny if you both rolled a 5, only 10. See what I'm saying? Again, rules that don't exist, but I want to have fun.
Yeah,
I just
fine.
want to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Well, we figured we were gonna kick the door open, so
So you kick that door open, boom, flies wide. They've been waiting for you. So they have held their action. However, being used to and having heard about the thieves, second doors, they figured this is not expected. So again, we don't have the safe, we didn't have been ready for, okay, here they come, here they come. And just suddenly, boom! Okay? So instead of their free action, right, they don't get that little extra.
12 minus.
Well, I know where I am.
Well, also, and I will let him go.
And Jared. Initiative.
so
-1.
I got 12.
Okay.
11.
So there we go.
Nothing had
12, 12, 11, 12, 12, 11. And which makes sense, like they are literally in a manner of surprise. Like, what?
Like, we caught them getting ready for their held action, so to speak.
Yeah.
Hey, Golden.
Right. So I guess I mean I don't have too many options here. So
Okay. Tell me exactly where you're stepping. Go back and go 1.
okay.
Go. I need to know exactly where you're stepping.
So these two are the door right here, correct? Yeah.
Those two are the
Okay,
door.
so 5.
Those. This. The wire is the door.
Yeah,
Door
okay.
only takes a little space.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
White, black. Roll me a d4.
Two.
You lost 2 hit points. Damn it. Crockett. Yeah, you think
So I'm
of
gonna,
it like as a kid and some of us as an adult we really don't want to do that. You rub your feet on the carpet and stuff. It's like that. As you run across.
careful where you step in here. I'm gonna yell that back. So my
What do I get? What do I got 19.
Well,
Does that mean I won't step on traps?
well, I'm not done yet. So you gotta hold on a minute.
No, he's I know my son, he listens but also does at the same time. So that's basically his perception. He's like, he will let you
How was that? I was actually kind of hoping to roll like a 1, and that way I
No, big. Alright.
moron like I am.
So I'm gonna, little,
No, see,
my little assassin head.
clue. Yeah, it's the allergies, and then I get the phlegm inside, and then it feels like it's not, but it wants to hack it out.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So yeah, I'm dying, but that's because I'm sick. If I'm lucky, I'll get another 20 years, basically tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you wake up, there it is.
Yeah.
So anyway,
My
sorry.
little assassin head's gonna go after this guy right here.
So just so you know.
Yep.
Hulk, Red Finger are
I'm sorry, Hulk,
they're not 1, 2, 3.
Red Finger, and
Hulk, Red, because just by how he's looking. So I just
Yep.
named him Hulk. You look at him; he's got the red tip fingers. So
Yep.
Hulk, Red Fingers. This was carrying an arm.
Okay,
That's not what they are.
but that's how you have them.
That's how. You've dealt with the guys with the 2 sickles. That's what they are. That's what I'm using. And then how I can differentiate instead of 1, 2, 3. It's easy enough to figure out which one's it. So
Okay.
when you attack that, it's also
So 10 to Hulk for the flying head.
got it.
And then let's see here. Eight, that's easy for it. So I missed my first attack. Well, hold on, 8. So the 14 hit?
Yes.
14
These are actually these are just the guards. You've dealt with the dark stormers. They're ones with sickles. They're easy to hit. They just can absorb a lot of damage.
So the first one will be 5 points of necrotic and 7 points of piercing.
So 12.
Yep.
And then let's see if we'll hit him. 13 hit.
Yeah. Oh, just leather armor.
So it'll be 4 more points of necrotic and 6 points of piercing. So
10.
and then I'm going to finish my turn right there.
All right.
If they're alive, I'm gonna do bonus action Valve Enmity. So I have advantage whenever I attack him
Okay.
for 10 rounds.
Yeah. You'll be dead by then.
Well, then I can switch it. So that's why
Oh, so the 10 rounds isn't per target. It's you have 10 rounds.
Yep.
Okay. Exactly.
White, black, white.
Okay.
All right, on the
Same thing. You feel every time you hit the little, like rubbing the rug snip.
you know, like my battery. I'm like, no.
okay. I am going to this guy. So Hulk. 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 Ooh.
We get to the other areas.
13.
Yeah, they're only a 13.
Okay.
What do you do? I need to know what you do first.
Shocking grasp.
Which is an attack roll, right?
Attack roll.
So 13. Roll a d3. You already missed. I'm going to tell you why.
I hit.
You already missed. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay. 1.
13 and the 12.
But you said 12 with their own stuff. That's what you told him.
They are. I was hoping you'd roll lower.
Okay.
13.
Yeah.
If you know it's a solid hit. 13 being what? It's a solid hit, but then you realize it just hit. Like something moved, but not quite enough away.
Okay.
So it hit, but I mean, D3, I was kind of hoping for the 2, but usually that's the average. But you felt it. You felt something was off.
Mm. 3 is yeah. Electricity or lightning. Um,
And
Wait, no.
hold it.
Let's go back there.
Yep.
Yep. And are you gonna do card right up or something?
Sure. I'll take that red finger.
okay.
White.
No, I said to see white, black, white. Okay. Same thing. You feel it.
All right. So
You're on red finger
12.
plus a button.
Plus a bunch.
Yeah, what was it? 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about D3. It's not going to make a difference. But you do feel it as you're going in, and you got that thought. You still feel something, almost like it's kind of pull you back a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I.e. D3.
7 plus 8. 15.
You get a second shot at that first.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. 7 plus 8, 15.
Look at it.
Yeah, it won't be enough. You just feel it when you're swinging. You just feel something trying to pull you back.
So I don't hit him.
You do.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't reduce that many.
another 7.
Another 15.
Yeah. Nice. 30 points.
Okay, your 1 turns on you. Again, coming with their stickle.
There are 2 sickles.
Dark servants carry 2 sickles.
Sickle.
Armor class.
Sickle.
Okay.
Come on, that was a play on words.
He just turns to you. What's their armor class?
22. 18. 20. That's me.
Luckily, they don't do a lot, but it does add. Oh, I know which one.
Digging.
So 7, 11. That 1 stickle comes and just digs right into you. Second attack. 18 for that. On Jared. Yeah, you're 22 now?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. 21. Hit your shield. And total miss. And then with 2 sickles. Don't have it all. Your armor class. Right now we're within 11, so I'd say that's
23.
Nah. It's still possible. Because I have a little die roll I can have. This, when you're looking, this is a, that's just like a goal-free figure, it's just kind of hovering there. And passive, because you're in the middle of combat, so you really don't have time to
16.
look.
14.
Scared, passive.
You know, this stuff, but it's
What is my
one of these days I'm gonna see how long he lasts if I take his phone away. He'll probably go third grade, probably go nuts.
passive? Never figure out where everything is in this thing.
Yeah, well, waiting to have a new, you got your new one right there. I don't remember where I put it. 12. You have
12,
initiative,
14, and 16.
you have initiative, then passive. Okay? Initiative and passive. So, only you notice as this figure, as you're in the middle of this live or die situation, you recognize the ghostly figure. Remember his name here. Rigor mortis. Yeah, you killed him.
Right. Killed.
Yeah, you've killed him. You've chopped his hands off and you've killed him.
Oh, this is the
Killed.
guy.
Yeah, his name is Rigor mortis. Or it is now. I forget what his name was before, but now it's Rigor mortis. It's just hovering there, just goes just like this. Walking.
No hand.
Hey.
I kind of yell out, I'm like, there's the dude, we cut his hands off.
So
Keep coming back. This can't be good.
only Jared.
Only me.
DC 15 charisma.
That up. Two.
Not even.
Okay. The guy in the middle there,
But that guy with the staff.
yeah, just whistle. A loud whistle, but a whistle.
Whispering loudly.
Man, crappy. 8 points of psychic,
8 points of damage.
8, and you are frightened until the start of it next turn.
I'm pretty sure I'm back at 50.
No. No rest.
Oh, we never did rest on that.
No, he ate all the lollipops and everything like that. Remember, you healed him up.
Wasn't that a little bit ago?
Because I used all my lay on hands on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't rest, but I know he ate all the lollipops and then got a healing. I remember that.
All right, so you still up to 50.
He should be back because I remember you're handing him the lollipops and then somebody handed him healing. I remember he got healed
Alright, so
because
you're
he was
at
so
50.
down.
All right.
That I remember. I don't remember you guys. I just remember because I was like,
How much damage?
knock off the phone. Knock off the phone. Yeah, that's why I remember.
So, and now I'm scared.
Right.
You are frightened.
I'm swinging my sword around, frightened, like, get back.
I think you have to run on your next turn.
You fleeing in terror.
Disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, blah, blah, blah. You cannot willingly move closer to a creature of your fear. So he's fine. He just can't get close to this one.
Yeah. So you're all right, but you're at
That disadvantage, he's got the thing in front of him, but he's at disadvantage to,
so you have to roll 2d20 when you attack and take the lower number. All right. So
no longer not the Tony.
Yep.
DC 13 wisdom.
Look,
Failed. Failed.
He's disadvantaged.
for wisdom.
Yep. Things he does, he has a cost.
Something that I did, something that happened before that put me at disadvantage.
11 points of psychic. You're incapacitated until my go. Again,
These aren't undead, are they?
no.
I didn't think so.
As this really screws up your brain housing group. Where is he? Conscious is incapacitated. I'll forget. Always forget. Can't take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. You can defend yourself. You just can't. You're basically on a 100% defensive stance. And I am done.
Can I run?
Yeah, you just can't. Well, you can't take action. Yeah. Bonus action or reaction.
So I get
Movement is.
Yeah, movement doesn't count, so you can't take it. So you can't attack. You're on a defense, so yeah, I get out of the way, whatever you are, defensive.
Basically, he took away your attack with go around.
Yeah, he sure did. So. Well,
Uh-huh.
And rigor mortis laughs. It doesn't do anything. He didn't attack. He did this. It's just this. Go through. It's just this way.
I'm going to here. I'm going to give him an opportunity attack, but I'm going to get around my fellow
I got a 13 on that.
Good.
13 of 10.
so I can try to help them out.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately that's my turn.
Where did you? I need to know.
I went literally from
White to white.
white to white.
White to white.
Actually no, I went black to white.
Black, white.
Yeah, black, white, white.
That's what I need to. That's just so you
Yeah.
know, I need to know if you do more black or more white.
More white.
You did more.
And my turn?
All right.
Did you let stomach growling?
All right, I'm assuming that you're going to use your D3 since I'm within.
No. That was last go. That's where you move.
Well, I'm not moving anything right now.
Exactly. You haven't moved.
Okay, so I will hit. Okay.
And I'll wait and see if the players, not the characters, but the players figure it.
Okay. And
It's no fun if I just tell you, this is the players that figure it out.
17 electric. The lightning, the arm.
And 17.
No, yeah, the arm, whatever.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, that
Not red fingers, not Hulk.
The arm.
arm.
Okay. 1, 2, and he has no, the cracking grass takes away his reaction.
3, 4.
I need to know how many white comes back. That's all
All white
all I know.
and then red. So I'm assuming red means nothing.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Red is red. There's no black red, dark red, green red.
Yep.
It's all red.
And that was the shortest route to where I wanted to go. So
Global says you can tell we all miss our beauty sleep.
beauty sleep. How about just haven't had coffee yet?
Second dice. And you know the trash guy to make sure you know that trash is trash.
The whole trash bucket.
Yeah.
I'll never buy another one of those.
You don't like them?
No. They're great. What?
Yeah, because usually they'll take it, they'll dump it or something. I want the whole thing gone. So I just want to make sure he can do the whole thing away.
Mm-hmm.
No. All right. While he's doing that, Steve, con save DC 16 free time.
DC 16, 13?
Con
DC 16.
16. The 16 is the DC.
Oh, that's nice. Woo! First one. That's 17 for roll. 11 plus 5 is 16. 11 plus 5 is 16.
Okay.
What was I feeling?
You feel every time you hit the red, it's almost like not the shocking, but more of a tingle. But that tingle is kind of basically suck away your life energy.
All right.
Necrotic damage. You hit him and you see it, almost like little fingers kind of grab and just tear into your.
Are these stairs going up?
Those are stairs going.
Okay. So this is a platform up here. So
Right. He's looking down, going, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. One to go.
Now, I'll give a warning, these carpeting is necrotic type damage dealing.
What's your path?
14.
Okay. Jared. 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 Hey, Jared.
I'm still scared.
Jared.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. No, you can't come after this guy and your attacker is advantage.
Yeah, so you can roll against that.
That is good.
Roll 2 times.
But okay, I got 2, so that's not good. And a 6. So
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
the
First attack.
The 2 plus 8 is a 10.
Okay, I do.
Nice. So you did hit it.
Yeah.
Yep, you hit on that one.
You come in with that solid hit, but you kind of go, it,
2 plus 8, so that's 10.
okay, still 10.
Got something.
All right. Du-du-du-du-du-du. DC 15 charisma.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah, when you ran up to him. I'm sorry, DC 15 wisdom. Sorry, wrong guy. DC 13 wisdom. Wrong one.
7 and 7 is 14, so
It's kind of established, just so you know. So 7, 3 points of psychic. You come up to him, just kind of glares at you, and you're like, ah.
yep.
And then comes at you with daggers. Pair of dirty 20. Nope. 2 plus 5, double check. No, plus 4. Pair of 19.
Nope.
And then dirty 20. Oh yeah, it hits your shield or hits your armor, sparks off. Okay, fine. Fine. That one on top, he's still whispering. He turns, shoots a heavy crossbow at you, the melee at disadvantage. That's if he rolls that one. No, you see this heavy cross slam and shatter against the wall. Now we come down to the regular folk. One on Jared. 15. And 24. I know the 24 will hit, but they don't do a lot. So 6 points. One of those sickles slides in, you away, and the other one just kind of flashes across your neck a bit, spurting blood, because, yuck. So, what the hell is this? 6. Yeah. Pick the boss, or one of the bosses. 24. That was a nat 20 of those.
Well, hold on a second. No, the sickle, right?
Yeah. So it's 7, 11, 7, 20. And you, in this case, because it is on your back, you're busy in your front. You kind of see him coming. You can't place. Come on, right behind you. And of course, this one, just for fun, make it face you. I move it versus move it. Yeah. Good. 17 and 24.
24.
Okay, again with the sickle, 5.1. It's almost like one smacks your shield out of the way so that he can come in with the other one and blast across them with exposed spread. Exposed spread.
How many?
5.
And the ones on the red, not Hulk, but the other two, those are also not undead.
Nothing's undead. You've dealt with these are the dark folk. I just don't have dark folk. they're humans, but they're very gray skinned and they wear dark robes. That time I went down the wrong pipe. Hey, hey, hey.
I go now,
Yes, sir.
so I'm no longer,
Yeah, it was once I was done, everything reset.
all right. Let me take this back opportunities. I'm gonna stay on white, white, white.
You're down below still, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am down below. And then
Get this swing.
24?
24 hits.
Yeah, as you swing by, it's almost like that second. They hit you with that one that hit 4-6.
I'm going to
Rolling through this.
use my action, drink a healing potion.
Okay.
You deal with a bonus action?
You can, but
Yeah.
roll.
A full action.
You get the full maximum point. So if you get no attack, you do the bonus action, you roll, but you still get attack.
Okay, then I'll use,
No. Go, if you, no further.
No.
movement.
I'm gonna, no, fuck it. I'm gonna use one potion as an action.
Okay. So
Okay, so
So what I'll do is I have a little bit more movement, so I'll go right there.
okay.
I
need this hit point.
need the hit points and I have something else in mind that I may want to do next round. So.
Right. So if you think about it, you run over there, you see him pull the healing potion out, he drinks it down, and he's doing, like the kid, he's getting there, licking the bowl, every drop out.
Do you get what?
Full.
Full, so
2d8 plus your medical, or
4 plus
4 plus.
So 10.
10 points.
Yeah.
That's just for regular hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you take a full action, whatever the potion is, you get it.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing anything else.
I should write that down what the damn thing is.
Yeah.
Get though.
That again, that's just one of the little house rules. The disadvantage to that is the fact that there's no bonus, there's nothing else to do. You're literally spending the whole time doing like this. Well, I have this bonus action. Oh, I allow nothing because that's what you're doing. You are making sure you get every possible drop.
That's cool. I need it.
Okay. Charisma saving throw. DC 15.
Oh, there it is. Charisma. Yeah, that's 0. So,
Same.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Come on. It's Bane. So that one gets, the one on Jared is minus D4 on attack rolls or things.
Yeah, you'll have to remind me. I'll forget.
All right. No. Right. Oh, wait a minute. The one on me, I'm going to reaction silvery barb. Do it again.
Oh, 15, 14, 15.
Hope it's a +3, huh?
Something he did. You're taking negatives in the red. They're getting positives in the red.
So silvery barb. Is there anything other than
And if any magical guy here, I want to detect magic, the whole place would just glow. This is their central hub. This is their base, their meeting spot, if you will.
I can choose a different creature I can see within range.
Things got my mouth watering.
Actually, you re-roll both 2 dice on that?
Yes.
The triggering creature must re-roll the D20, not D20s, but D.
They have advantage on all their rolls.
Correct. However, silvery barb enforces disadvantage. So it's 1D20. So you're saying screw it. Silvery barb forces disadvantage.
I didn't want to sit here with this. I was bleh.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say, okay, fine, because I'll just take this. I don't care because
Right.
it was a 15 and a 7. So
Right.
give me the 7. I don't care. I don't care if they never die. That's
Right. And then I am giving him advantage on his next attack roll.
so. This is a straight up.
So at least it's a straight up on his next. How long is he frightened for?
Until then, my turn.
So
When my turn's over, then he resets.
got it. And that is my.
All right. You can attack normal now.
well, yay. Right. Oh.
Stop yawning. You're not allowed to yawn.
10 plus a box.
Yeah. Nobody was gonna do nothing.
4 plus 8. 12. Another attack. 6 plus 8. I think that'll hit. Like what?
Good shooting tank.
Good tech.
3. 3 plus 8. How many more hit points does it have?
You don't know, other than it's really cut up and bleeding and looking absolutely terrible. Yeah, it's weird because you feel yourself backing up hard to hit this guy. He's on your head now.
Yep. Still bit.
Okay.
Glad I was able to help you out. Oh, really?
Oh.
Protect the boss. Well, one of the bosses. Not like I can hit. So far, my highest is a 19. But you got lucky. That one got caught. Hit the other dice, and it's that 220. Go down either way. 21. I think I just kind of slaps up against your armor.
Yep.
And dirty 20. Okay. What can avoid? But what can they? Is that a recharge? No. It's just as he's gazing at you, DC 13 wisdom every time.
Me?
Yeah, it looks like that. Eyes are glowing red. Take 3.
3.
Would have been 6. Take 3. Still half damage, so it's still.
Okay.
He comes in. That's just him looking at you. There's 2 daggers. 21. 10 points. So I'm not hitting you that way, but the eyes are just like sucking your energy away.
Okay.
Grand DC 16 con save. Only one, because you haven't moved.
16, you said?
Yeah.
Well, that's 17.
Success is nothing. Fail. If you ever fail, 53 necrotic damage now. Not a lot, but it can add up as long as you're on.
Yeah.
But it's a saving throw versus others.
All right.
Now I got the dark eye. Got this who recharges. He recharges. Okay. That's the whispers. It only affects if he recharges, so. You're out range, but you two.
We got.
Yep.
Yep. What?
DC. I'm doing it.
Yep.
DC 15 charisma. As you feel this pain and power just start ripping into your head,
And that 20.
it's going to be quarter damage.
Roll. Saving throw.
That's a 3. So, wait, 2.
That's a.
Yeah. So it's 22 points of psychic damage.
Oh boy.
Five for you.
Yeah.
Oh, 5 for me.
No, 5 for me.
And Jared is once again frightened.
So I'm at 5 minus 22.
Oh yeah, that's 2 7s and an 8. And just so you know, the heavy crossbow, either that would have worked or not, because the heavy crossbow is every other round. He's got it. So he only just now reloaded it. He can't shoot it until next
So
round.
now I'm in trouble. 14.
Oh, that's twice he's been hitting. That was a hit. It's all in his brain. His eyes are bleeding out of his ears, out of psychic damage. He's bleeding.
Think it's time to run, boys.
You guys can get away.
Goes sure go.
It is.
Yeah, you have that hit point boost thing you can do.
Second wind.
D10 plus 6.
How about,
I'm D10 plus 5.
I gotta wait for my.
Can I do my bonus?
It's a bonus,
first
so you
and
can
then take my action?
Yeah. Okay, so.
All right.
Oh. Is one of these, right?
No.
No,
No.
you roll a D10 and add 5 to it. And then that's your
Nope. That's
your hit point.
Which one? 8
plus
8
5
plus
is
5.
13.
So you just regain 13 hit points. Yeah. You return to sight.
So I'm going to
27.
Misty Step.
Give me a DC 16 on.
Sure, that's
15, 16.
Yeah,
minus 16.
nothing happens with as long as you have the con save.
Then
And he'll just turn to you. It's like, oh crap. drop the crossbow because now you put
Now my little head right there. I'm gonna do 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage. I give him a little head.
oh
18 will hit, plus 18 plus whatever.
whoa.
So take 6 points in necrotic and 5 points of piercing. Mm, 15 plus a bunch. So again, he'll take 3 more necrotic and 9 more piercing.
Oh, that's 45 in one whack. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Have a plan.
Yeah.
Have a plan.
All right.
Better than not having a plan.
Better than not having a plan.
First thing is the con save.
For me,
Yeah, as long as you're on that red. These are about movement. This is just, and you can almost see that redness is kind of like wavy and moving. It's still solid, but you can see like they're like trying to scratch you. And
I yell down to Holden. Holden, stay off the black squares.
Okay. So the
tell
ballerina.
me why you need to stay off the black.
If they didn't hurt me they didn't hurt me when I stepped on the white one.
They did, but your die rolls were so high that these two make a difference. It is. Well, can you figure it out between the whites and the black?
You said the no.
I always okay.
You said something about the red is for them. Yeah. I don't know. I missed what you said, but
Okay.
yes, my own shit.
Okay.
Those squares take away our energy, theoretically, and the red ones give it to them.
Right. That's why it always hurts.
That's the red.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the red.
It's about the black and white.
No, the black and white work against us. They're like two different.
If you
Oh,
figure,
they're
I'm
like
telling
two
you right
different.
now, if you figure it out exactly, and I've already literally given all the information, because I've asked you specific questions. If you figure it out exactly, and you've got time, and you've only got until the fight ends. Once the fight ends, it's done. When you figure it out, what you'll get is not a life token, but a for anybody token. That, yeah, when you figure out it's got to be exact on what I did here. So go back to the rounds. You can tell me. Yeah, I can say.
The black and white are like opposite poles of magnets or electric node, where if you go if the white would be like the ground and the black would be like the live wire. If you go more live than ground, you're going to get a shock.
Is it your go?
It is.
Go.
Was I correct?
Nope.
Okay. But that's basically what I've seen.
That's what you're saying, but like I said, it's got to be. You've got to read my mind to know.
Reading your
That's a
mind.
scary place.
That's
That's a
scary
scary
part.
place to go.
But I did, in fact, give you all the information based on what you did.
That's fine. But going into your mind,
That's a hard place to be.
That's a scary place.
It is that too.
so I think
The red ones are straight up. If you're standing on the red ones, it's a save and you're going to lose.
Yeah.
For them, they have they have a plus D3 to anything they do.
Ballerina. 15, electric, or lightning.
What do you roll this hit?
18?
Yeah, they're tougher.
Okay.
Yeah. Different AC. But double checking. And it's hard to see because I got these full robes on, the armor's underneath. So you hit it. It does it.
Was it metal armor?
Breastplate.
All right, so let me see if I get a nat 20. Because that gives me advantage on the.
Okay. Goes the Holden.
All right.
You're on no red finger there.
Now you're back to regular attack. No.
No, he
Right,
got
like-
frightened again. He failed again, so he's frightened again.
I have some other sort of abilities I can use.
Now everything's on the sheet of paper. I don't know.
Something that I can use.
Yeah, you wanna look at
Would be
look at your level 5 one, not your level 6 one. I don't think he has anything right now.
If I can win the
Take a look.
only thing I have.
Let's see him fly. Math. Weapon mastery, thief, extra attack, evasive footwork, it's all here. I don't think there's anything there for
Okay, your book, please, because it's got the page.
do your regular attacks right now, so you do have
Do
that.
your first 2 attacks. So your first attack. Roll it twice.
I want something that can like.
Uh-oh, that's a nat 1. Unless you want to use your token.
Oh,
that you
That's
hit.
what you got him for.
4.
Okay, 4 is better. 4 is 12.
That's a hit because these are still the little guys.
Oh, good job.
He just loves it.
All right, 2 and 8, so that's 10. 5 plus 8 plus 13. I guess then the 4 hit, the 5 still hit. 7 plus 8, so 15.
Back down.
Yeah, you slam into this one. He's so bloody. It's literally ready to fall. He's like woozing and I mean blood is gushing from everywhere.
Yeah. This is just really fun. I just want something that can get rid of him. Like,
Yeah, 2 more points will get rid of him.
In that case,
Literally a hit.
action surge. That gives you
Gives you another attack.
2 more attacks. In this
Well,
case-
do this one first, because then he
Yep.
can move after.
Yep.
Got to figure everything out. So there.
Well, that'll kill.
Okay.
and
Oh, your action surge gets rid of.
and
And you can go here, here, and attack him with your second one, and stay all on white.
Roll on white. Okay.
so I can just stab him in the back.
You've got one more attack as your action surge.
10.
Plus.
Yeah, 10 plus 8, so it should be 18. 3 plus 8 is 11.
What's your total with your? I'm going to show you how this works. What's your total roll for the attack? CP. Roll a D3.
Or D4.
No, it's a D3. D3. Yes, a D3. It's
That top one right there.
it's half your square.
Oh, this thing?
Yep.
Yeah. So you've got an 18,
1.
17. That's your actual. You go charging up there, you feel something kind of pull you back a little bit, like screw that, and you really go past that because only 1 point, like you barely feel it, and then you poof. So
And
hit the Hulk.
yeah, I did 3 plus 8, which was 11.
All right.
Hold on a minute. do second, it's a new attack, do second wind again, roll your D10 and add 5. You get three different rolls on this.
11.
That's 20, a D10.
Oh,
This is for in second wind. This is your hit point thing.
one.
1 plus 5 is 6.
It's still 6.
Add
You
six.
still regain 6 hit points.
You healed 6.
Your his
I've got the book here.
no. His character. This
Oh,
is
I've got it right here.
this is his level 6 one.
Yeah. So at level 5, he gets 3 seconds.
All right. So goes to them. First, let me see if that guy gets a win 6. Yes, he does. You'll get an attack of opportunity because he's going to go in the middle so he can catch everybody. He has to move close enough. Did you hit him? It was an attack of opportunity.
12 plus 6, so an 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Three.
So he's going to take 2 points of necrotic and 13 points of piercing.
Okay, you have it, and you can see the blood. He's woozing, and he's up there still good. So he moves there, so like for everybody, and that's always been the problem because it's a range thing. Everybody, let's do a DC 15 charisma.
17.
You rolled an 20. What a waste. Jerry, you gotta make a charisma save. 13.
Ooh. Yeah, charisma ain't that good.
You that good. What's charisma score? Yeah, no, 13 is it's a 13.
Okay. Have a 3d8. I rolled a total of 6, so everybody.
Except for him. He missed.
You take
6 points.
it was a low roll this time.
The 6 you just healed, you get taken away.
And frightened.
And
It can't quit fighting man. Oh.
Well, all you have to do is just stay there, you know?
Yeah. So, and they're still going after you because you have targeted a major player, as it were. This thing, it just kind of, it's just there, and it's just whispering, just hovering. Ain't gonna hit. Ain't gonna hit.
Hulk is that minus a
Does
D4.
it 24 hit? Yeah, the whole total. No. Is it 24 hit? Yeah, yes, that's yes, so 24. Again, the sickle for 7. And then Mr. Dagger. 24 again. So no, that can roll the same thing twice for 5. So sickle flashes you on the side. You kind of poof on that to the side, and dagger comes in and catches you in, but you do have to do the DC 13 wisdom save. That's every time.
It's a 19 on the roll.
Yeah, that's just his eyes just looking at you.
Right? Stomping around.
all right. Not sure where to go right here because that screwed up what I wanted to do. All right, so how far up is this guy from the floor right here?
Well, you can figure out each is 10, so 10, 20, 30, 40 feet. If it's tall,
5 feet.
I'm so sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20. After that.
Okay. So I want to run by this guy, but I want to push him over the railing
You gotta do it up. He's got, it's 5, 10, 15.
Yep.
20, 25, 30. There's up to.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he's right there.
But I'm right here.
Yeah, oh, now that's how far up.
No,
From the landing.
I wanna push him off.
Right, that's how far up he is from the landing.
Okay.
So he-
From the landing,
Okay, so,
not from him, he's only 10 feet away.
No, he wants to push him over, so he
I know, you're saying he's only 10 feet away.
No, I
The
know.
landing, he's got a
No.
20-foot drop.
okay, so, is
I
it
never
just a,
5, 10, 15, 20. That's what I heard. You know I've got tinnitus. I
okay, so,
hear different things.
do I understand, is it just a strength check to run by and just,
It's opposing,
okay?
okay, because it's not like some of the other guys where some things are DC. You go to pound them, and then it's your strength versus his strength. I win. That's
Cause I just
all
wanna
there
take
is
the
to it.
shield and just bash him right off of there.
All right. So,
A,
A,
now he's looking.
17.
Okay, A, the shield bash. That is an actual attack. Okay, just so you know, there's actual damage involved. You use your shield versus just shoving them. Shield bash is a type of attack. You don't know how to do it. It actually gives you disadvantage because it is a type of attack that you can get. So you go and attack to bash. It is a disadvantage because you
Okay.
don't know how to attack with a shield.
Doesn't matter the same,
Yeah.
roll 14 bolts, so 17.
17.
Oh, no, attack. It's an attack roll, so you roll.
You're doing a shield bash. That's an attack roll.
Right, so you roll your,
Right, I rolled,
that's
You-
your strength plus your proficiency bonus.
okay, right,
Right.
which is, oh, so it's plus the proficiency.
It's a regular attack.
Okay, so it's 20, it'd be dirty 20.
Right. The only difference is an attack at disadvantage because there are feats where you have
Right,
to
I
switch
just-
to shield bash.
I just rolled twice, so it's
Right, so
14
you go in and you bash this guy. So first, it's a D4 plus your strength for the actual physical damage. You did damage.
2 plus 3 is 5.
Okay? So you come in and you're boom. Now you do your strength, so now you're bashing. Now you're trying to shove them over. Now it's the strength
versus
check versus his strength check. The first thing you have to do is a Constitution DC 16.
16. 17.
1.
Failed the second.
Okay, that is 2 points of necrotic. Because he moved 2 squares.
No.
And it's a saving throw per square, D3 per square. So the more you move, the more saving throws you got, the more problems. When you stand there, you just got they're still trying to grab you. Now, roll your strength. It's not a save, it's a D20 plus your strength.
18 plus 3, 21.
Yeah, unless they're rolling that 20. Oh,
19.
what was your total?
21.
19 plus 2, 21. Need 6, beat 6. Literally, exactly plus 2. I'm like, if I got that 20, so wait a minute, he is plus 2. So
Okay, so that was.
he actually has a D3 on top of that. So
So where I have,
he's actually a 23. I mean,
so is that my whole action?
That was
that's
your first.
My first attack.
no, this whole action. He did an attack
Oh, then.
and an action.
And an
That
action.
was the second attack.
Okay. So as a
bonus.
action, I'm going to have Field of Faith on you, which gives you plus 2 to your AC.
Thank you.
Because
And
you,
Vorpal wants to know what the voices say. Just so you know, Vorpal, it's not one thing. It's whatever is fearful to each player, so whatever scares them. So they are hearing different things, and that's what they get frightened from.
That is my turn.
All right, go for it.
No.
Nope.
My turn.
Steve.
Oh, sorry. Get ready to go for it.
Alright, stab him down.
All right, first, DC 16 saving throw every time.
No.
Okay. This is it. 2 points necrotic. They finally kind of claw into you and they basically like claw your ankles and stuff. You feel the blood, but it kind of smokes away. It isn't a necrotic damage. Then you got the DC 13 charisma as this guy just glaring at you.
My roll is a 19.
Yeah, that is when you fail, it's 2d6 full, but it's always 2d6 half. So even when you succeed, 6 is 3. It's still sucking away, and that's psychic. It's just like getting into your psyche. You know, your ears are ringing, your tinnitus is acting up. You know, the edge of your lips are bleeding from the gums. It's just ripping into you. It's a slow bleed.
Okay. Yeah. So, the ballerina. Actually, yeah, the ballerina.
Just while you're looking, ballerina looks hard to touch. Has a little scratch, if you will.
And what about?
That's why I'm gonna.
Okay.
Hulk is teetering. It's still okay, but he's really hurt. Whereas the other one, like the ballerina, kind of like has a gouge and that's it.
And what about the big guy, the whispers guy?
He's barely.
Barely.
Oh no, he took over. Yeah, no, he's hurting too. I forgot he's been slamming on him. So yeah, he's hurting too.
Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Ballerina because he's in metal armor and that gives me advantage.
Yeah, and even if you miss her attack, that you're even failing, he's taking damage from you.
Yeah. 21, so that'll hit. He takes 17 points of lightning. And I'm gonna bonus eat a lollipop.
Did you get to the Tootsie Roll center of the Tootsie Pop?
I so did.
What'd you roll?
4 plus 1 is 5.
Max is 4, right?
Mhm.
Plus 1. Add plus 2.
Thank you.
If you actually roll max, then nobody has. First time, if you actually roll max, there's a little something in the and you pop it.
Ooh.
It's just 1 extra point.
But it, you know, I gotta tell you.
No, everybody else has rolled 1s and 2s and 3s. They're the first 4.
Yep. I did get to the center of the Tootsie Pop.
That's why I was laughing. There has always been a center to the Tootsie Pop. The little pop. You know those candies where you get to they have what you know they sizzle pop in the mouth at the very end.
Yeah.
Same thing. You get to, but you got to roll the max. It's kind of like getting that extra. That's all.
Good.
Not a lot, but those weren't meant to be.
Now it's your turn. Okay. Yeah,
And
yeah,
now
yeah, you can-
my turn.
yeah, but you're still frightened,
Uh,
so you gotta roll.
First DC 16 on save.
Don't roll. DC 16 con save.
Yeah, because he's on the red. If you're on the red,
oh, I got 2.
No.
4 points necrotic as this carpeting and everything. They're like reaching out and grabbing and scratching and clawing at you. But they're ghostly. They're smoky. They're getting murdered.
He's not the only one.
I'm gonna self lock.
Howdy doody.
1. And then, hello, saving it for,
What are you gonna do, Jared?
I think
I gotta teach him how to drink coffee.
roll it twice.
yeah, you guys do.
So that first
Yeah.
guy's gonna miss.
It's gonna miss, but let's see if you roll a 1.
No,
That is
another
true.
zero.
Hey, I'm looking to see if you roll a 1. That could be. I have to think about it because
Did I use second win again, or
You can, but you also get.
you still got another attack coming, so
oh,
it's just a disadvantage. So you basically just you want to hit or not roll 1.
three,
Man,
one more than I got last year.
and you only need 4s or better.
17.
Yeah. All right, now you can roll your D10. Yep, that one right there. And
So give him the damage.
it's 3 plus 8 is 11.
The second one is oh, never mind.
I'm disadvantaged.
Taking his second attack.
7.
Plus 5 is 12. How much you heal?
Yeah.
And you're out of those things.
What?
Yeah, you boost yourself up, but you're tired, you're exhausted, you're bleeding, you're afraid. Like he's not doing so well here,
I'm up 30 points.
and they're still there.
Got
Okay.
35?
Yep. Yeah.
You're good. What about you?
35.
Eight. 28. Okay.
Okay. First, he recharges. He does not. So much for the fun voice. At least it's half if I could recharge it. It only recharges over 5 or 6, so I got to do it every round.
Only a 5 or 6.
There's some that are 3.
When-
They vary. Yeah, but I know most are only a 6, but some of the tougher ones are 5 or so. So, first it's 2 on you. Hulk.
Well, Hulk is at negative D4. Just let it
I roll both, and then I see if something hits, and then I'll go from there. I've got a 6 and a 7, so I don't need to
Yep.
do anything. His second attack is 21.
Nope.
You're like 24,
25.
something like that.
25.
Yeah, because of the +2. So I really gotta. So we get the other guy. Nat 20 makes it a 25.
minus a D4.
It's still a nat 20. Otherwise, it's useless. A nat 20 is a nat 20 is a nat 20.
Hold on a second. Does that work against a hold on a second. I have. Where are you? Where are you?
It's an attack totally.
No, actually, no. Where are you? There we go. Oh, when they attack him. Roll one. I am going to silvery barb. Roll 1d20. Of course, it's disadvantage. So
Is Barbara still on him? I know you did
no,
last time.
I'm casting it again.
Okay. So I don't give a damn. Oh. All right.
And I am
And
giving it. I am
the
giving.
one on you. Hey, you got whatever you're doing. I'm done.
I'm giving advantage to Jared on his next attack.
The one on you turns to you, has a mace. Hear him say something. The mace glows and tries to whack you with it. Actually, tries to whack you with it. So it comes and goes boom, boom. But you see the mace glows. Will it hit? Who knows? At least I hit you with a nat 20?
I would love to tell you no.
Okay.
Easy, just like no, Ron, you did not.
And the 17. So. So 8. So 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh, sorry, plus 12 points of cold. That mace, when it hits you, you just feel this ice just shoot through you.
So what now?
8 and 12. 8 blood, 12 cold. Because if you have immunities or whatever the case may be. Yeah, as he turns the face, and you hear him go, "Ah!" And that mace glows, and he's looking, and that mace is glowing. It's glowing as well. It's glowing this massive blue. I'm done.
Okay. Well, I'm in a very bad spot.
You too.
I got 8 hit points left.
Got 11.
Okay. We're not gonna make it out of this one.
Why do you think I just prepped?
Yeah.
But therefore, don't look like you had a full reset. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I think everybody's got one. Oh.
Yep.
Even if you drop, you're coming back, so you're going to succeed.
the thing is, we're down a person.
All right. So
Yeah, there are originally 5 guards. I dropped it to 3.
all right. I am going to. I have fine speed.
The guards are the ones that are easy to hit to get rid of. You haven't done that, so I've been able to keep using them, and they've been getting these hits in.
So
Yes, but the spellcasters themselves.
It's not spellcasting, it's whispering. One whispers, and he only does a reset. The other one, it's the person he sees, and it's you. When you drop, he'll start looking at Jared. He's looking at one person. It's just those glowing eyes. You feel it pulling. The problem with this guy is 5 or 6 to recharge. You get the saving throw, and then Jared's just been unlucky with his saving throw. He's just been slapped with them.
fuck it. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. So
That's what they're there for. So even if it happens, it doesn't happen.
So let's see, which one of these? How's this one right here looking? This one looks pretty good, right?
Is looking fairly decent, is the best way I can describe it. You've hit him pretty good.
So 16.
Yeah, wow.
So 12 points of piercing, 2 points of necrotic. Both of those. Miss.
The problem is the power is failing on the saving throws.
All right.
That's what happens.
That's all I got right now.
All right.
All right.
So, first things first, bonus action. I'm gonna see if I can get to the center of that Tootsie Pop. No, I didn't.
Yeah. You have basically a 4 in 1 chance.
Right. And the guy, this guy here is.
Yes.
Looking
At me.
kind of rough.
Looking rough. Not horrible, but rough.
All right, in that case. Well, what the hell? Oh, 50 code. All right. You take a whiff. I would have done the guy that I was doing.
Oh, well.
So help.
Look at this. They're all kinds of okay.
Oh, no. This is just one. All the things have fallen off.
Oh, okay.
36 radiant.
Euro.
Yeah, that's all I do. I tried gluing them, the glue doesn't stick, so I just kind of rotate them. How much?
36 radiant. Is it a 37? Okay.
You want to drop them? Drop a tick.
I don't have any.
Can't help you.
I wish.
I'm like 1 point away. Get rid of
Oh,
the
wait a
tick.
minute. No, I did miss one.
I don't know what you have.
No,
It's
I-
to you.
I did miss one save because I took damage. So yes, I would have one. So drop them.
Yeah, it's like tick come, tick gone. Just because I want them out of the way. I don't want them sitting there with one lousy hit point left. Yeah, so you basically swing, just smack into him. He's shooting. Here you go. Good.
Basically. Okay.
Did you roll your con save first? Always roll that first. Or last, doesn't matter when it comes up.
You see what?
16.
13. No, so it was a D3.
It's a D3, yeah.
Tell me how much. 1.
Roll a 3. I'm already doing the math. All right.
All right, Holden.
All right, Holden.
There's one guy up here that you'd have to move to.
First DC, because there's still only one, so DC 16 con save. Whoa.
But,
He's got a pretty high con. I don't know why
and
it
I
is.
think as a fighter, it's
What's your con?
The
I think he's got proficiency with the con save here.
14 Constitution.
Yeah, but the
Saving throw to do it, made it.
save is +5, so you made that one.
So, nothing.
Yeah.
Now you can.
Now I can hit 7 plus 8. 15.
Yep.
8 and 8.
Yeah, 16. That's the arm.
All right.
There's only one left.
8 and 8.
So that's 16 to hit.
4 and 8 for 12. 16 and 12.
Not bad. Good hit.
Yeah, he's gone from I've got a scratch to that hurts.
You gotta go get. Ron, are you, as much as I'm hating you right now,
You can hate me all you want.
do you want a coffee? Or you still have?
Yes, please. I'm actually ethical. Yes, I would love a boost.
No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna do you first.
First,
I'm gonna do you.
I say, if you wait till Ron?
No, because I want him to walk.
No.
I got a nat 20 again.
Oh, what?
A nat 20 again. I know I don't. Yeah, okay.
Second.
And a 19, I know the 19 will miss it, and that 20 will.
And it brings it to 25? Or is it just net 20 period?
Well, it actually brings it to. I got the right one. I brings it to 24.
Okay. But you said that net 20 will,
Right, a nat 20 is still a nat 20. It's just
regardless.
like a nat 1 is still a nat 1. Otherwise, it's like, okay, we're done here
Right.
because I can never hit you. Ever.
Okay,
And I absolutely refuse to believe in that.
okay, that's understandable. But a suggestion, if it's the nat 20 that makes it the hit, otherwise if the total wouldn't, it's a straight up.
No. I'm not going to do that. A nat 20 is a nat 20. Otherwise, I say, okay, the nat 20, that means I'm going to get rid of your nat 1 every time because I can't get a crit.
No,
No, if I can't get a crit, you are
No,
a fail
you're-
on a 1 or 2.
you normally, I'm trying to give if it wouldn't hit,
Yes, if it wouldn't hit, you're going to call it a normal hit.
Correct.
Regular die roll. Okay? If I do that, then your 1s are a 1 or 2. That's the counter. For every out, there's a counter.
no, what I'm saying,
I know what you're saying. To counter what you're saying,
no,
you're making a regular hit.
correct.
Okay?
It's an impossible hit.
Correct.
You're required a 25 to hit.
Correct.
You're coming up 1 short.
Yes.
But the nat 20 gives it that extra oomph to get to the hit, but it's not a crit.
Yes. It's a crit.
Fine.
Thank you.
Not, but I said it's not.
Otherwise, your rolls to offset that.
No, just do it.
Understand? Thank you.
So, and so when you're playing, if I roll in that 20, even if I wouldn't hit you otherwise,
It's still a crit.
it's still a crit.
Yes. If you have to hit the dragon with a 26 and you can only get a 25, you roll a 20, it's a crit.
Okay.
Dragons in this game?
Oh, yeah.
What
What do you mean we get dragons in this game? Could be here Friday night sometime.
You've never seen a dragon.
Or we've been strafed by one on Friday. Not good. Of course, it didn't compound. We compounded the challenge by not resting before going in. What's the damage?
7.
Ow!
Hanging in there, little buddy.
So far,
And I'm going to start agreeing with Vorpal here. Hi.
Jesus, don't agree with him.
Well, no, he because he's a DM too. He goes 5-yard penalty, stuff like this, arguing with the DM, and I'm getting to agree with them. No, and that 20 is and that 20 is and that 20. Otherwise, I got upset.
all I was doing was
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Fine.
I knew exactly what you're saying. So I tried to put it off at the beginning. Because then I say, Steve, from now on, if we roll a 1 or 2, that is a fumble. That is a 1 every time. Because that counts. It's got to be offset something.
But that anyway.
That offsets it.
Let's move on so we can.
I'm
discuss
waiting
it
because
after the game.
I'm done.
You done?
Yeah.
So it's my turn?
Well, oh wait, shoot, I forgot him. With his glowy.
That's why I was kind of hoping. I was like, wait, I'm going to steal this thing.
19, I don't think a 19 will hit.
No, sir.
And I rolled less than the other one. So he comes in again. He yells that thing. It's a dirty 20 because he yells at and he's just talking and talking. It's glowing and he's doing his whispering, but I can't get it. I rolled a 3 on my recharge. I can't get it to recharge. I can get it to recharge. I can wall up everybody, and I just can't seem to do it. Well, top round, remember, DC 16 con save.
20.
Yeah, nothing happened. It's a, that's not a half because I don't have to say I already have it basically. And they're just they're like little tendril claws that just kind of rip your essence away. They don't do much. They are a hazard, but not deadly unless you fall. Here's the funny part: if you fall and you're lying on these things, that is when they're going to keep doing this natural crit, and they're literally eating you alive or eating you dead, as it were.
So is it my go now?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just actually almost forgot him.
So if I remember correctly, my assassin head only did 3d6 on the initial damage, correct? When it was surprised.
When it's surprised.
Otherwise, it's 1d6.
Otherwise, it just keeps fighting 1d6.
So hey, 6 points of damage. The 13 plus 6, 19 will hit.
Yeah, they rip it in, takes a big bite out of its neck, and you come in and whap.
See. 12. Awesome. 12 points of piercing and 6 points in necrotic.
Mother.
He's still there.
If you want to call it that.
And then 18 will hit. 6 points in necrotic. And
Just give me the total because they're not immune to anything.
12 points of damage. And
Teetering, bleeding, neck is gushing blood. Love you, brother.
I can re-roll weapon damage once per round, once per turn. Let's see, can I get higher than 12? Yes, I can get 13. Add one.
Hey, a point's a point's a point.
Hey, 1 point is 1 point.
I always forget about that. I hate that. I forget about it. That's it.
Oracle's great.
That's my turn.
All capital. Because he listens, goes, the DM has ruled. Oh. Yes, exactly.
All right. Let's see if I can get to the center of another Tootsie Pop.
Do it.
No.
Almost. You feel the fizz and you try to, and what that does. But it think of it as it's that like the candy, it pops so quick. You kind of gotta.
Yep. All right. And then 1, 2, 3. Big guy, Mr. Whispers.
Mr. Whispers.
Is he in metal?
Mr. Whispers. Say now.
Oh, thank goodness. All right. 17 hit?
Matt.
Okay.
Or
13 lightning.
put it over the wrong guy. I had to move it. Attacking the other dude. Okay, yeah, you get smoke coming out. Now, along with all the blood, some of that smoke is fizzling because you're just lightning him. All right, yeah.
Right. Going against Mr. Arm.
First, DC 16 contact.
What's that? 5 and 5, 10.
2 points damage.
No.
You feel these things is kind of like sucking your life away.
3
No.
and 8. It's like a hit, is it?
Nope.
That's 11. You missed by one.
Yeah.
Understand? Oh, and
Another. Or better.
I know. Threes all day. 1, 2, 3.
Well, he did 5 on his saving throw.
Yeah, well, yeah, we need to stop him being hurt, but he can't seem to take down the guy who's
What?
hurt. But he,
Is that huge?
okay, well, he's gonna try to claw you. Gonna try to dagger you.
I did everything I could do to try to keep you alive.
Well, that's just it. You know, I have to roll a 20. I have to get a crit to
Yeah.
hit him.
Yep.
And the 2 on you. That's the first. Ah, he does recharge. I'll get to that first. I get the attacks out of the way. 20? I don't think 20. It's that. So, he does recharge, and I haven't been able to recharge a bit, so I forgot. It's DC 15 Charisma.
18. Scared?
16.
So, the total damage is 16, half or full.
Yeah.
Half
He
or
takes
full.
full. You take half.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. How much?
16?
I take 16.
Yeah, you're not been rolling well today.
You see my guys like lean up against the wall, it's kind of open. The sword is like this. You're trying to just hang barely.
Where, how many?
Jesse had his potion ready to go.
Yeah.
They're done because I've only that's all I got left.
Okay.
I'm looking at the damage here. I'm going. It's like the balancing.
Yeah.
All right, so you see my guy.
Oh, if you think about it, because again, it's the same 6 rounds. You go, you're not thinking fucking kill you, and in your head you
My
just
little-
see this huge. Yeah.
See my little assassin head pop out of nowhere. Just like does 3 points of necrotic damage. You see me kind of take my sword like.
That's a hit.
No, hold on. 7. 11 point, 11, 12, 13, 14 points. You may fall down to one knee. Oil and shit coming up my ear and blood coming up my ear.
Yeah, you come. Now, picture this, okay? You get black right up pain, and in your mind's eye, it's whatever fear, it's like some big scary thing ready to rip your head off, whatever the case may be. And you do, just like we saw last night. And you go, oh, come close. You know.
Yeah. Yep, that was exactly what it was.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, you're right. Come close.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you guys must have had a laugh at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man. I wish I was there to actually see you
Right.
react
So-
to that. That would have been good.
I can't.
Yeah, you can move.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you literally
yeah,
knock,
you literally can't move right now.
you literally knock them over onto the ground. You know, you knock
Yeah.
them down here. More damage. Passive. Yours
16.
Okay, and it makes sense. You knock him over and see that ghostly figure absorbing through the body. Body stands up, pressing towards the door. Player character had died.
You would have taken over.
Mhm.
Player character died.
The player character had died. He would have become you. Player character getting a saving throw, of course.
Or throwing out a life token first.
Yeah, it's like the spirit would go in and then bounces out.
Yep.
All right. But you guys are engaged, and doesn't matter. You say boogie, boogie,
Okay.
boogie, boogie, boogie. Even with it, it goes along.
Now we're gonna die from minion and from red staircase.
Yeah.
So, first you've got the DC 16.
Yep.
First, always
Well, in that
on
case,
your go.
in that.
No, well, I'm talking about first, i.e., don't forget.
Okay. If
It's all the
if it's
6
first,
seconds.
I'm
It doesn't
down.
matter.
If it's first, I'm down.
No,
If
no.
it's-
Remember, always first you have to do that. It's the same seconds. You're feeling yourself go. You eat the bread.
Okay.
That's all the same round. Saying don't forget.
DC 16?
Yeah.
13 plus. Was it con or con?
The cons for the stairs. Yeah.
5, so that's an 18.
So nothing happens.
Now. Then. Her. Ballerina. Ballerina. Take 13 lightning. Okay. Your turn.
Oh, my phone.
Hold on. Wait,
Yeah,
here, try this one. Here, try this one.
5.
5.
You hit.
Yeah. 5. Done. Yeah.
And the second. Well, and the second one will hit
1.
8 plus 9.
9.
9.
And then 8, 16, so 25.
Look, I give you one dice to roll, and all of a sudden this one says, no, don't be a traitor.
So yeah, he slices into that one. It's gushing blood.
All right.
Okay, first your DC 13 wisdom.
18 roll. So that would have been like 25.
So 8 is 4. Just the eye. That's him glaring at you.
You know, therefore I got back from the lollipop.
Lollipop, lollipop. Okay, again, I need nat 20s to four times.
Do it.
No. The sad part's gonna be that's it. Because I got no recharging going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that recharge. If I recharge, you take even that, you still take half of it.
The
DC 60 con.
DC 16 con.
failed. Right, good.
1 point.
Now you're totally reset.
Yeah. You fall now. Yeah,
You-
I
you-
was
you-
gonna have him, I
you-
was gonna have him fall all the way down.
You were?
How about this?
Because he comes down
down.
with full life.
So how about if I fall down the stairs, I take out this one. I take out this one. I clean everybody out.
Oh, well, you're here. Okay, so what you're gonna do is roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, see which way you fall. Just for crap and giggles.
One.
Yeah, because this is how you do.
Now I'm on the stairs.
Okay, now you hand over the token,
Yeah, he's got it.
half your movement, stand up.
Uh-huh.
So that's 15. Plus the 5 that you moved before, that's 20. So you have 10 feet of movement.
Just go right here then, and
So you
what is
get
that? Two,
you go diagonal.
Yeah.
So it's 1.
one, good,
1 DC.
19.
So make my coffee, Ron. Actually, I'm going next, right?
Yeah. All right, so now I'll attack the ballerina. 18 plus will hit.
Oh yeah, coming ballerina. Oh, what?
The head does through 2. So 12, I'm sorry, 10, 16 points. Ballerina's still there.
Still there, kinda.
And a nat 20.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18 plus 18 plus a roll. 18,
You get
19,
to you get to re-roll.
Yeah.
On the turn.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34.
All right.
You still there?
Yeah, if you want to call it that. Oh. I mean, well, don't forget, you've been coming back. I'm like,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the lollipop first, just because.
Right. Okay. Ballerina. Hit 15 lightning. And do your D3 damage.
A lot of DC damage.
no,
Oh.
no. The 15 you did is wound up being, keep getting cramp right here. Keep moving wrong. 110 of 110. Wow.
So the rug doesn't do anything?
No, you go.
Oh, so she was controlling the rug?
I haven't done the rug. You did 110 points of damage.
Right. I did not make my save for the
Right.
rug.
Well, just like I said, get her out of the way first. And the rug will do like and what's left is the one that should have been knocked out a long time ago. Your turn. Your turn to finish them off.
Finish them.
3.
Oh, no! Somebody, because it doesn't mention the game, but you take sips of water, little things to keep yourself going. You know, it's like somebody spiked his water. He's like, just totally whooping it.
Or I've just been getting hit so many times.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's too funny. I've never seen a fight in these fours. Just no, freaking four. One left.
Exhausted. So exhausted. Oh my,
Like checking the intelligence level.
No.
Yeah.
Bonus action, disengage. Oh, okay. And it happens to the best of them. Bonus action, disengage. Jumps down.
Failed.
For the one. Down and breaks his own neck. What was the damage? I rolled 7, doubled 91 of his 90 points. Jumped down. But he disengaged and he was going to sprint. Because what he needs to protect is dead.
Yep.
Yeah, jumps down to disengage and breaks his neck.
Now I got a question for you, Ron.
That mace. Is that mace still on the ground? Is what I want to know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. But
No, he took over the body.
oh, right.
Yeah, he took over the body.
Well, no, that's why. Well, I figured hit the ground, it would have dropped it, but that's why I wasn't sure.
Well, he had nothing. He was a ghost, so he had nothing. So when he takes over the body, he takes everything there. Even if he can't use it, which he can't use a mace, he can go get some. He can get. Okay. Some spending cash.
Fair enough.
When you look around, you see a crystal ball that has been cracked.
A cracked crystal ball.
Cracked crystal ball.
Will mending help it? Do I have mending? I don't have mending. Cracked crystal ball. Are you? You don't have mending, do you? Ron, just curious. When they're all gone, the rug's still annoying.
No, it was the dark eye. The dark eye did one thing, the dark force did another, but you never went back down to realize that blacks and white were no longer functioning. Anybody figure out what I did with the blacks and white specifically?
Specifically,
Yeah, it has to be specific.
opposite,
You're gonna give. I'm not.
opposite polarity.
If you get it specifically, you'll get, like I said, basically a Jared tag, which is something you give a life or a roll, an auto success for anybody.
Specific. Is one radiant, one necrotic?
No.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I could sit here and guess all day, but
I'm just giving everybody a guess. And he's out.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
you know, since you're giving everybody a guess, why don't you take a guess?
I forgot. For 3 minutes.
I'm gonna go get my coffee finally.
What it is,
I'm going back onto YouTube. I gotta rewind about an hour.
Yeah.
Depending upon which one you hit most of. So if you hit more white, if you hit more black. By hitting more black, it's zapping away hit points, D4. So if you hit more black than white, D4 hit points. hit more white than black. That's more black than black. To hit more black, D4 points. To hit more white, it is minus a D3 to whatever your next roll is. And most of the rolls were attack rolls, and they were so high, even 3 wouldn't have made a.
I didn't realize that because I wasn't sure if that was coming from
The
creatures or
carpeting, the carpeting they set up, and they're immune to it. The carpeting set up is like a dark, necrotic shadow. They're from the shadow. So that was imbued with a shadow cell essence that they just kind of claw at you, and when you look down, you feel them kind of like little bee stings or something like that. If you fail, a saving throw is they're at them just trying to get in there, but they're not really getting the pincers or the claws, whatever it may be, deep enough into your flesh. If they do, then it's like these little pinpricks of necrotic damage as they're sucking your life away. Each thing had a different thing that they were doing. The whole room was its own trap. The bad guys, the blacks and whites did nothing for them. That had no effect. But when they're in the red, they automatically got a D3 bonus to any die roll. But my die rolls were so low, it didn't matter. And that's one of the things I wasn't doing. Like I said, oh, no, I had 1 to 3. I was still going to hit because I had a D3 on top of that. I had 20. I already had,
yeah,
whatever it would be.
That wasn't sure. That's why I didn't know which one was the BBG. So the BBEG. I didn't know if it was. I don't know if it was this one.
Was a team.
So my thought process was to get this one and knock him off the edge and incapacitate him down
Right.
below. And then I was like, well, that would be cool. And then I can hopefully. My thought was if I could get him down here, I could get everybody from over here because they would come after me because I'd be going after.
Right.
It just
Now,
didn't
the only thing I had to explain was you were doing an actual physical attack.
Yeah.
Steel bashes, a successful steel bash is a strength on strength. Steel bash automatically knocks the person back 5 feet. But it is a specialist attack. So you didn't have that, oh, I hit him, so I knock him back. If you had that type of attack, a hit would have knocked him back.
I've seen it before. I've seen
Right.
I've seen it in the book, so I knew that it was. I just didn't. I've never used it.
Yeah.
So
It's a specific type of attack, and the shield does D4 damage. And if it's a magical shield, it's D4 plus whatever its magic is.
Yeah.
If it's a +1 shield, that magic is going to pop that individual. And like I said, I love Steve like a brother, but sometimes I want to throw a rock at him because once I make a determination, we're done here. Don't. A nat 20 is a nat 20 is a nat 20.
I mean,
period.
I personally feel that out of a 1 in 20 roll, if you land on a 20, it's instant success.
It is.
And that's
No, I wasn't.
and I get
He was arguing the critical hit of it.
The max plus.
Yeah, and otherwise it's useless.
Well, like
With
I said,
25, I'll never get a crit. I wasn't going to.
but like I said, a nat
Besides,
20.
I did because I still had a D3 roll I could do because they were on the red carpet.
Mhm.
So that 24 was still a minimum of 25 anyway. But like I was trying to explain while the coffee is made, we're just filling time. If I say, okay, you've got the 25 AC and I can't hit you except with a nat 20, then that needs to be offset somehow, which means typically a critical fail is a 1. Well, if I'm not going to get then your critical fail has to balance it out, period. It has to balance it out. Otherwise, there's no balance.
It's broken.
It's broken. You just broke the system.
No, because the way the actual rules are written, because the way the rules are actually written is even with a nat 20, if you do not make the AC,
Right.
you still miss.
I know.
I wasn't arguing the nat 20 is a hit.
You're arguing it as a crit,
Correct.
and I'm not gonna get rid of that. Otherwise, that breaks the whole system. Especially with all these bonuses. Oh, I have the avoid critical. You start getting away all the things that make the critical the rare times I get. And then, yeah, sometimes I get lucky rolls and I get them. You just broke the entire set. Well, you're going to need a 24 to hit me. And he's only got +3, so he will never hit me unless with a 20 to get the regular hit. Wrong. Don't care. Crit. Otherwise, it takes it away. It unbalances the whole system of it.
Ron, I never changed you to the black guy.
The one thing, always a 1 and 2 is a fumble versus
To the person I need to hit,
right.
only to that individual, not to everybody.
No. Well, no. That was doubling the chance for a fumble.
Yeah,
Permanent.
not permanently. The only time he gave you the +2 to 25. Otherwise, I can get critical. Once he takes away a 20 not being a critical, that needs to be balanced to that player character somehow. Has to be balanced. There's got to be a balance.
by forcing a double.
I don't know how else to do it, but yeah, a 1 or 2 out of a D20. Yeah, absolutely.
Going 5 to 10% chance of fumbling. What other than
You don't get credit,
other than the DM's whim,
which is what it is. Yay, DM.
okay, right? There's no reason for a character to suddenly double their chance for a fumble.
If I need a 25 to hit you, I think that's a pretty damn good balance. Because the only way I'm ever going to hit you is with a 20.
No.
On average, most things have maybe +3, +4 until you get really high up and you get to +8, +9, +10. Then there's no need to balance because I can get a crit.
Yeah, I know this.
See? In this case, impossible. Their max is +4 to hit. That was it.
Yeah.
So impossible to get a crit. Balance it out, or you do take
The balance was using the resource, i.e. his spell slot. That was the balance. We're using a resource.
I understand that, but it's near impossible to hit you. It's near that.
I know.
That's the one thing about it is every DM is different. When you run your game, do it your way.
Correct.
End of story.
He took
And the difference is when you say, "Oh no, that nat crit, that 20 isn't a nat crit," I'll just roll the dice. I won't even go, "Why? How come? What if?" That's the difference. I will not stop the game to go, "How come?" I'll just go, "Okay," and I keep going. That is my only bitch against you. I say this, I do that, and you've got to throw in your 10% worth, and I'm like, Steve, shut up.
On the other hand, Ron. On the other hand, I'm like 100% better than what I used to be.
Oh yeah. But see, the major difference is the times that you run and you've made I've never even said, "Huh?" I've just gone with it, and that's what I'm trying to hit you over the head with. Don't question it. Don't ask it. There's a reason for it. Go. Otherwise, you spend 10 minutes going right. No, just go.
I'm better than what I used to be.
Oh yeah, and I still love your daughter for it.
All right, Ron, you're now black.
Well,
You're the only black.
that's right. 'Cause I do have some moves in there.
Turn. Only black.
Right here. How you doing, Vorpal? Yeah, I gotta slap him sometimes.
I mean, he seemed to like it.
Yeah, he does.
Well, I mean, coming back. He still brought you coffee.
No, he still comes back every Thursday and Friday.
So I did just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. I don't know how much of a heads up. I did put back in for first shift. So eventually I will be transitioning from Thursdays to Fridays. I don't know
Well-
when yet. When, as soon as I have a date, I'll
Well,
let you know.
Thursdays will keep going because now it's for my son. It's for you and added, but now it'll be for my son.
Yep.
But I'll still have my son, Steve, Margaret.
Yep. I just wanted to let you know.
And any of these others who keep saying I will, but don't.
Well, yeah.
Thursday days, we could pull Brian.
He doesn't like D&D, remember? He doesn't even know
Yeah,
why I
he
play it.
literally says, I just don't like this game.
I don't even know why I play this game. I don't like
So
it.
why bother?
Right.
He goes, I don't like the way you run it. I go, okay, but this is how I run it, because I already know that I will not like the way he runs it. I can already tell I won't like it. And you know that by, as he's talking to his friends, says, yeah, I get this thing going, then they all kind of bail do everything, because they don't like the way.
Thing is, I kind of understand the way he does.
Well, I can understand the way he does, because he has the thing like a lot of us do, be it the PTSD or the autism, whatever the case may be, and there's that glitch there. Like I explained to you,
I'm
sometimes
listening while
sometimes my PTSD, not
your
know why.
ADHD.
my ADHD kicks in. It's like what? And there's always a reason for these things.
Yeah.
But with him, I know for a fact as I would never be able to actually. I mean, I could barely stomach the 2 games we had of Traveler with him, and you didn't even make one. Really? Just I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Well, he is the most.
Nice guy.
He's the most generous guy. That
Yeah, it's absolutely great guy, but I would not want to be a gamer with him. The only thing I'd do with him if he ever wanted to play cards, because there's set rules and you just go back and forth. So that would be a different thing. But no, there's this. I wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, at first I was going to wear my sweater like I did last week. I'm like, no. Once that sun comes up, it'll get nice in here.
It is nice in here.
Yeah, get the morning coolness out. I need to run in your dungeon or be a player in your dungeon. I do miss old style D&D, but too many new people right now. They don't have it. They have to special order everything. But I really love to go to old AD&D where you roll 4d6 right down the line. That's your character. Good luck if you roll crappy. That's the way it goes. Have a nice day.
It's a little bit of
Catzilla.
yeah.
Yes.
You can see why. Okay.
Chilly?
It is a little chilly.
Wow. Everybody else is comfortable.
It's supposed to be in the 50s.
Yeah, but it's not going to be. It's going to be sunny, so it's going to be a nice 50s today. It's not going to be cold and nasty and.
All right. So nothing other than the crystal ball.
Correct. This room was like the meeting hall, and they send them out to do their things. You actually, with all the rooms, you got the treasures all over the place. You already got everything. The only item you missed was the meat.
And you took off of it.
Yeah, you took off of it.
So there's nothing on the ballerina.
No, they were.
They were,
They were going to shadow shift, but you did 110 of 110 with that final hit.
I really wanted to do it that mate was. Okay.
we'll come across it again.
It hurt, yeah.
Yeah, but I said I kind of want to know what that thing was. I do have the ability to change my proficiency.
Well, once we're, one of us is limping out.
Not me, haha. I'm ready to go.
One is like, not in great shape.
A Walking Dead guy.
I'm the Walking Dead guy.
Yeah, he is pretty close to it.
Well, how many hit points do you have left?
Villandar bless me.
Great.
Yeah.
Nope, like
Dude, Villandar bless me. You, the paladin, will come back. You will serve me.
With you, yeah.
yes, I will.
Okay, so now we are level.
Well, we're ready to be rebels. I just need to know. There's a crystal ball, which is the only thing.
Cracked crystal ball.
Yeah, I've already got her down. Maybe they,
So we're all standing around this cracked crystal ball.
Yeah, well, he said he picked it up. So
Oh, you picked it up.
that's what I care about.
Okay, cool. I did not want to pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, you know where you are. You go and you return because
Yeah, we're just down in the dungeon.
you're just down in the dungeons and basically, and you go back up. It's just a walk.
and we're coming out looking
Now-
like,
Now, before we come out, we should be running into that was rigor mortis that has no hands that stole the body and ran off.
Yep.
Correct. So, let's see, rooms, field hole, Unta, I'm not liking that guy's name.
that's Friday. Never the third three. Oh, yeah. No, there were sickles as well.
I never watched the Walking Dead. I never got into it. That's a little bit.
I watched it
I
at
watched.
certain point.
I watched the first episode. I just couldn't.
We
even from the get go, I just couldn't get into it.
We
I know
watched,
people who love it, but
yeah, we watched most of it, but there were times when I was like, I would go get on my computer and play EVE Online, or I would do, something else when my wife watched it. But yeah, it was okay. It was all right.
Actually, the ballerina had a breastplate. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. And she had 2 daggers. And we had 2, 4, 6 sickles.
The one that fell had a splint nail, took off.
yeah, he took off with that. It's chainmail, actually.
It was chainmail sword.
Yep.
It took off with everything he had.
Yeah.
The mail and the mace.
Well, the good thing is that there's no place for him to go.
Well, he can running up and out.
Was he going to run right into the hall?
That's a good question. We'll ask him when we get up there.
They never saw him. You forget the whole mirror thing. He has this ability to teleport. The mirror was a set spot. That mirror would tell you that he has the ability to make teleportation. He has that ability.
Oh. Yeah, I knew that he had the mirror, but I thought he had to have both pieces right there.
No, the mirror is something he created with them. They created to make this doorway.
Doorway.
And he set it as a permanent.
But you can still use
You still can use teleport as a standard spell. So he just boogies out, finds one of the cleared areas all dead one. He just does his thing while you're doing your thing, and he
Gone.
goes.
Okay.
So we come out look, two of us come out looking like death, well, like death warmed over, and two come out. No, actually, technically, Ron, technically, he does look like death warmed over, because
Yeah. I gotta check something real quick.
Take me out of the way, I'll move. We'll, 16 on David.
you know, I tell you, half my phone.
Oh, getting his blood pressure up?
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Okay, I think we're all green now. For Ron. Get myself a little fourth minute there. But I was gonna pop the spell, find seed.
no.
I have that, but it doesn't cost me anything, it doesn't cost a spell slot.
Mhm.
So when I said, maybe it's time to go,
Oh, the feet.
I was thinking, pop the spell, have it run over, have you hop on it,
Yeah.
you take off, and then I would just jump down and take whatever damage I had to take and go.
Yeah.
That was my thought, because Holden was still down here.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. Excuse me, I run to the bathroom real quick.
Before it comes forward.
Just trying to figure it out.
Of course, if Mark had made it, it wouldn't have been as quote unquote deadly,
No, that's true.
but there would have been two more. For me. So they are easy to hit, but they were there to block, absorb damage, had to get them out of the way. But they very easy to hit. Except for Jared, who can't seem to hit anything.
Can't hit the side of a barn. He couldn't hit the grounded bell.
No, he,
Trip, fall, and just float above the ground.
He's like, Logan, I know.
Yeah, you were just like, wow.
I'll buy you some white dice, Jared.
There's a modifier for the fireball.
okay. When you do go back up and you
Yep.
they say, oh, you just succeeded. Of course, you know, yeah, we're done. And they will take you to Hipple Hop Hiss and Fit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That was his name.
Hipple Hop Hiss and Fit.
Yep.
He will sit down with you because he wants to know everything that you have to remember. That was part of it. You go down there, what's going on, what's down there, and then they've been missing their people and things like. They want to know what you found.
Yep. And we just let them know, and
Rigor mortis down there.
He doesn't know who rigor mortis is. That's a specific big B group of you guys. He doesn't really know who rigor mortis is. Mind you, that wasn't his original name. That's what he called himself after the fact. Was rigor mortis. He changed his name. Just like Darth Vader wasn't.
They were all,
Vader.
they were all Fey, right?
They were all from the shadow.
They were all from the Shadow Realm.
Mhm. They themselves are not Fae, just that they reside in this. They are a type of humanoid that resides in the Shadow Self. But they're not elven. They are not Fae of any kind. They're just a race that lives there. They're a shadowy race. They're literally called dark folk.
But are you familiar with who was down there? Do you have any idea?
They didn't know. That's why they sent you.
Or no. Okay.
Remember, they had people who went down there, went missing, and gone, and you never found them, unfortunately.
No. We didn't find any of your folks, but we did clear it out of the dark folk.
It could be safe down there at this point.
One ghostly figure got away, possessed a dead body.
Poltergeist?
Temple.
Yeah, you don't know.
He was a ghost. He killed the guy. He possessed the body.
Yeah, for him, he's like ghost, poltergeist. So poltergeist took over the body, and there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if this party's ever dealt with a poltergeist.
No.
Okay, you've never dealt with a poltergeist. He happens to,
Can I?
they don't know. You can do a religion, yeah. He's saying poltergeist.
Well, good to me.
No.
That's the standard.
The role was it.
Yeah, absolutely, 100% perfect. Yeah, absolutely. That's what they do.
Sounds good to me.
And, no, I don't know yet.
Yeah, I
Sounds
mean,
good.
you're like, yeah, sounds good. In your case, yeah, ghosts do that too. No.
But that was the only escapee was an already dead somebody who we'd already come across and
Previously thought we had taken care of
A couple times.
a couple of times.
but I doubt that being will return. If he does, contact me. As for things for clearing out.
Did they offer you a thing?
They did.
I don't remember.
Anything that a fourth level could mean, a fourth level artificer can mean.
Okay, I know, it, you can't remember what.
That's music to me.
It's basically any common.
Was imbued.
Part of what you had to do was to save their
Or what?
Penimon.
Oh, no, no,
Penimon.
What is it? No.
That's right, you're human. A Penimon is chief artist. Inventor. Penimon means inventor. One of the things you're supposed to do is save him. He was going to make this for you. He was the first level. Mm-hmm.
And you never gave us anybody down that street, so.
So they used it.
No, they didn't know they were dead and or taken to slavery. They just knew they were down them. They told you that. They're down them. They haven't come back. And some of our guards have gone down there, have reported what little bit they said to those who survived. Go down there, save them. Our Penemu we will make him create these things for you.
I feel like you took advantage of us.
No, if he is gone, I am now Penum.
Okay.
He's not a
I love Lou.
person. That's okay. Still good. I'm just saying he's not the fourth. He is the third. So,
That'll work.
in short, after he gets a long rest and does a week of training, he will be fourth level. But he's not now.
Correct. But there's really no difference.
There is no difference. I'm just saying the guy you were to get was the one who they were going to make do it.
But
He's
this
going,
guy,
I am now the Penum.
so
Penemu,
I guess I
Penemu,
didn't know what Penemu was, but
it's an actual word. You can actually look up what does Penemu mean. It is an actual physical word.
fine.
not too worried about it.
Penemu.
I am not too worried.
It's a spirit of stupidity in man.
No, you're
That's the
looking.
wrong one.
No. Different languages. I'll give you a big hint. Susie, how you doing? Oh, see, that's like catching fun. And you can Google, does this word say in English? No, because you're not going to find it there.
Yeah.
You got to go to the Indonesian to English. Type in Penemu inventor.
Oh.
Where do you think I get my words from?
Wow.
I looked it up. So I wonder what that is in Penemu. I'm like, I like that word, Penemu. It just has this nice title to it.
It does.
But all it is inventor. That's why I ran out to Susie. Then I wanted to pronounce it right. Penemu.
There's no, yeah. So basically we can just, do you have, what is it Xanathars or, no, it's
The book of all the magic. It's got everything.
right, no, I'm talking, just like all the infusions for the,
Volos, I think, has.
it's involved.
Oh no, Player's Handbook has no inventor.
No.
Yeah, this is what they are. No inventor. They use artificer, but they
Right, but
as an NPC they're inventor, but they
Right.
are.
right, but as far as the artificer, is that Xanathars?
I think artificer is in Volo. I think it's a character
have-
class
you
that
have
came
it-
out in Volo.
Do you have it right over there?
I'm just not sure if it's Volos. I just know a lot of the extra ones that people started using came out of Volos. I don't know if the artificer was in Volos. I honestly don't remember where the artificer came from.
These are supposed to be infusions, correct?
Yeah.
Right, you can look it right up, artificer
Actually, hold on, I
infusion.
might be able to.
Oh. So it's not the Ghostbusters lady, first movie. And actually they gave her a name, but they didn't say it on the movie. They did, you know. Ghostbusters 1, when they're all in there, and after that they're dreaming, and the one hovers above, and
They had a name?
yeah, the type of ghost had a name.
So basically, now we're limited to level 3.
Or you wait. He is currently level 3. He's going to go through training, which will take him a week of training. Be level 4.
level 3 and level 4 doesn't really matter. There's nothing,
I don't think it really makes a difference.
there's no, it wouldn't matter until
his-
6th level.
No. Say, whatever he can make at level 4, you have an increase in 2 stats. So his inventor stat goes up +1. He still needs to roll for the success. You wait the week, he gets a +1 to his roll because i.e. 4th level is your stat.
But,
I mean, I've never done an artifact. I don't know if there's a roll or if you just say this is what I can do. I honestly don't know. If there's a roll involved, you want that +1. If there's no roll involved, then you just find dandy.
I think I'm just gonna go with a +1 bonus to AC. My armor.
Yeah, they'll do one thing. So.
Yep.
Infuse it. Said I don't know how. I've never done an artificer. I don't know how it works. You have to look it up, see what it says, and
Yeah, I'm not entirely.
that's what they said they would do. I just don't know how it
works.
how it actually functions. I have no idea. Okay, no, this is just races. This just gives you more races.
What is it?
Yeah, just gives you more races. It doesn't give you.
What you got?
Could be in. I mean, I don't know where it was. Mark one.
I think the artificer was in the arrow. What is the arrow book? Put the artificer on the front. You got the book.
I don't know. I'm just.
What is the? It's got errand or herald on the front of it.
Your fighter infusion. Eberron.
Eberron, that's what it's called. Thank you.
Starts at the 161. You split the pages.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember where it was.
I couldn't remember the name. That's why I said it was Errol or something like that.
Yeah, I don't recall. And that explains the infusion.
Yeah.
Anything else while this guy's talking to you? Tell him anything else?
Yeah. On the crystal ball.
Thank you. Otherwise, this adventure would have been over. That crystal ball, it will take me a couple of weeks to fix it.
Mhm.
They evidently broke it because it is literally just a recording device. And I can get in there and find out what was recorded. That's what they were doing here. They were trying to scatter this magical artificer item.
Got it.
So think of it as the person who takes their cell phone and takes a hammer to it, but they don't realize you got the chip.
You have to break.
Basically, he's going to go in there, get the chip. Yeah, Vogel's right. We're gonna send it to Japan for repair. My world actually has a Japan. It is called Nippon. It is an island to the east. Nippon.
Far as like on the replicate, I think these are the ones that don't require a light.
Well, so what you're looking at right here, this is the actual thing right here.
Yeah.
But what they'll do any of this.
Yeah, they will do any of it, yeah.
But if you're going to do the replicate item, or that imbue,
If they, right now, I guess I could theoretically take a +1 bonus to my Archimedes class, but, not anything else is pretty much level limited.
Whirlpool says it's okay. You're going to get a warranty on your crystal ball, brand new out of the box. They're going to replace it.
question is, do I have to repackage it?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, because you got to send it to WPS.
I will have my field imbued, so I have the +1.
Hey, here you go. Here's part of your city.
So, you know what? Knowing Ron and how he thinks, I'm gonna go with the capital water breathing.
What he does, he does the thing, he puts his cap on, and it starts pouring water. He's like, I know, gotta wake him up.
What about you, Jared? What do you think you?
Yeah, you gotta think about it. You gotta see what you want.
He's already got magic armor, weapon, magic sword. Right, right.
Mount.
So there's all these things right here that don't have that are under level 6 that you can do. Anything that says no level or it's under level 6.
Replical item 6 level.
Replicate, yeah.
Well, while he's looking at that,
You need
Hey,
this one. This
he needs a
First
week.
table.
He needs to train first.
Yep.
Okay, boom. So then each item is week. A week for you, week for you, week for you. I don't care what the rules say.
Feel
He's
like a-
now dependent. He's got more than just you to deal with. So he sets aside X amount of time for you, then does everything. That's what I'm time for you. So boom, boom, boom.
I feel like prosthetic limb would definitely fit my character.
Yeah, let's just pop off the limb you need first, because that's what it is.
No,
You
just
lose
put-
it.
I'll take
you
care of
put
it
it on the front. That way, there he has.
The
tactical-
arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way.
So,
Take them top from Pokemon. 2 arms.
What is
2 arms down there.
his daughter? Every crit
Every crit.
she did something. The reason you haven't seen anything happen to me, if I hit you with a crit that puts you to 0, then I look it up. That has yet to happen.
Yeah.
I've done crits and drop you and then hit you with a regular, but I have yet crit drop you. It needs to be a crit to drop you and then something nasty happens. And I have a whole sheet on that, and anything depends on it's a piercing, bludgeoning, what spell, whatever the case may be. Something nasty will happen to you.
I had to retire a fourth level character because I had, I was missing an eye, so I had no depth perception, so I was.
Yeah, see-
I was disadvantaged on.
Yeah, plus
my
cracked ribs and
which dropped.
and she didn't understand. Well, most of my characters die by this level. It's like, well, I can see why you wanted to keep adventuring with cracked rib problem, missing eye problem, in a sling problem, and I'm like, you overdid that.
Way over.
You know, you had every crit be something. If I did that, how this particular campaign? How many? I just
This particular section.
this session I had what
Yeah.
4 different crits.
Yeah,
You're done.
I mean, and,
But
I mean,
none of
we were-
those-
both of them were against you. I mean, we struggled pretty
Yeah.
hard anyway.
But none of those crits put you to 0. None of those crits put you out. You can actually have to retire your character if I roll that crit and that crit, i.e., kills you. Then I go roll to see, and depending upon the type, like a bludgeoning is a prime example. 90% of the bludgeoning is 3 weeks of traction with broken leg, broken rib, broken arm, cracked skull. You're done. Like the adventure goes on, you're like, whereas say a dragon's breath, you know, you're lying there like this because your whole body is acid and you can't move. You're literally in traction because the crit killed you, and you're like, you may not be dead, but you're done. You make a new character. Yep, that one survived, but and all the time since you did that, I have not rolled a crit kill. Plenty of crits, but no crit kill, and that's a whole different ballgame. Because then I go to where did I hit you, and I just say, okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kind of a thing, and then it's like, okay, what type? I shattered your elbow, I cracked your skull, I literally ripped an eye out. Now all of your attacks are disadvantaged because your depth perception is off. You're screwed. Yeah. But I haven't. That has yet to happen, and I love it on the fact that it is super rare to kill you on a crit.
I hate to say it, but I hope it happens. But I want to see it. I mean, I would even take it. I just
give it time. It will happen. Well, it would have happened with my rolls today, but Mark's not there.
Yeah, he would have accepted it.
Mark would have said, "That sounds accepted."
Yep.
I actually have that critical hit table for Twilight 2000, but yeah, D&D has a critical hit table, or somebody who invented a critical hit table, each based on the weapon type or magic.
Mm-hmm. Are we 6 at this point?
You are 6.
Okay.
Prosthetic limb counts as a magic item.
What?
It does.
The prosthetic limb, I'm reading it, it counts as a magic item.
Right. If you lose your or something like that, and all you got is fisticuffs, and you need a magic weapon to hit something, you just start punching it. It's considered magic. It's a D4 plus the strength modifier.
Let me saw off your hand, and you can
But you have to lose that limb first.
I mean, we can help you out. I mean, we both have decent medicine skills. I mean,
Well, yeah.
Looking at arm blade. It's like
Let's put this way.
I feel like arm blade would be because I seem to roll 1 to always drop my weapon. And the arm blade I cannot drop. That's for me.
They'll do it.
cut it off. You
They'll-
know,
Well, they will. They'll cut that limb off, and they have that. You know, that's what you want. That's
We'll-
up
we'll-
to you.
we'll start a fire. We'll get our blades hot, and
I feel like you now want to cut off one limb.
Well, you're talking about
we're
it.
talking
You're
about it.
like,
I mean, I don't want you. I wouldn't want you to cut off one of my limbs, but
No.
But if you'd like us to cut off the limb to further better yourself,
How many creatures have we faced that? Well, actually, I have a magic weapon, don't
yeah.
I say so? Yeah. Okay, so never mind about that.
Yeah, okay.
Go with like maybe,
Also looking at goggles some nights if they're getting out.
Oh.
There you go.
yeah. That's-
Yeah, you don't have to go crazy with everything. The goggles of night vision, they're just goggles. In the real world, they're like swimming goggles, but they're like red tinted. They're
NVGs.
yeah, they're NVGs, night vision goggles. That's literally what they are.
Guess that come in handy. In
That would come in handy for you
For you,
as
yeah.
a human, absolutely. Actually, you'll just go to yourself and say, I got those. There you go. No, saves you a week. He can actually make that. Because you'll see he has all this stuff.
Yep.
Like, do you want you? Okay, your shield, you'll imbue your shield. You want this to imbue it. But he's like, oh, okay, yeah, save me a week. There you go. I got those.
Yeah, and same thing with the cap of water breathing, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got that. Here you go. You put it on your head, and water starts pouring down, and you breathe it.
Wait, I can breathe.
Half of water breathing.
I can breathe underwater with these goggles.
No,
No, he has a cap, and understand a cap. You can actually wear a cap under if you're wearing a helmet. You put the cap on him. He just readjusts the strap of the helmet, and you can set it right underneath. If you go underwater, something like that. So I don't have a helmet. Yeah, you still have AEV armor class. There's a whole thing of if you have different armors.
if I go underwater, I'm probably gonna drown. But I don't breathe, so it doesn't.
You
work.
don't breathe. You just go
Yeah, I
underwater.
just go underwater.
Your problem is you
And metal, I will sink.
you'll think like a rock, but you will rust. There is actually quote unquote consecutive damage for metal. You actually start to rust. You're a machine, your car, it's like I took your car and I dropped it in the water.
Well, the good thing is, it must be a time frame, like I must.
Oh yeah,
go
yeah. There's a whole
quite
time frame.
quite a bit of time to.
What it is you're when you come out, you start accumulating damage, and basically for every point of damage is a point of you need to clean it up. So the first day you roll a D3, you take 1 to 3 points, you need to clean that up. And you do that, so if you're underwater for a month, that's 30 days of damage clean. It's a very long, again, it's like if you took your car and it slipped and it fell into the lake, you got out and they finally pulled it out. How long is it going to take them to fix it up again? Even if it's in there for just, hey, we'll be there tomorrow. It still sat there for a day.
Yeah.
You are the same thing.
I won't drown.
So the only house rule I do is because of the eating and everything like that. You eat metals to keep it going because, again, you are a car. The parts wear out, and that's how you replace the parts, your oil. Because I did have a party. Hey, well, we are fighting because we're these middlemen. We never need to eat, breathe, or anything. So we don't have to spend all the money on this. And I said, okay, I've got to counter that somehow. You're still a machine. Every machine requires upkeep. Period.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And that's your daily upkeep.
But just knowing that I can
Right.
knowing that I
And
can
in
literally
his
stick my
case,
face in a
it's-
puddle and not drown. I'm
In
okay.
this case, if he does the squalor kind of thing, he's literally the oil pools on the ground, kind of doing this number here. Whereas he gets the pour, it's like, okay, the kitchen grease. Like, man, I finally got rich, and you get brand new oils, and your C3PO taking, oh, I really needed that oil bath.
Right now,
Okay. He will tell you, look, it's going to take time
Yeah.
to do his a week, but it won't be until the second week because I need to go train first. That's a requirement. I need to go train and then be given the title of Penniman. Again, like anything, he's got to go through the sequence. They got to go, oh, he's dead, and they bury him, even though there's no body, and then they go through the sequence and make him the new one. So that's why it takes a week. He's got all these things he has to do, and he's working on the process. It's just a little time here, a little time there, a little time here. Because for now, for 2 weeks, you don't have a shield. Well, you don't have a magical shield. You can buy a shield and say, okay, until I got this shield. This is magic.
Yep.
So you're not gonna lose any AC, just deduct the price, because you're gonna go out. Or
Or
if you learn you're gonna go out, you might want a
no,
shield.
we have a shield in our group,
Yeah, I don't know what you have, you got all kinds of stuff in there.
so don't spend, just use it.
So, it's the same thing, you know
I
you've
mean, it
got
does
this,
do it. So where my shield currently does have something on it,
Yeah,
Is that-
shield
is that
of
a-
expression, right? Is that the one?
yeah, I think it's miles and waves and,
no.
Oh,
I have the same thing.
yeah, it has that, yeah,
Plus, mine is advantage to initiative.
yeah, which, whether you rolled it or not is up to you. I don't know,
I did,
okay,
but that's why I was.
yeah, okay.
So if anything, I'll just lose my initiative until I get my.
Right, you lose that
back.
advantage. You
Yeah.
don't have your shield with the eyes looking around going, hey, there's something there. Hey, you just roll normal. And the way I roll, I don't think it's gonna make it. Gonna make a lot of hoopla.
Send me a picture of Dover.
Yeah, because then he'll
I tried to do it. I tried to figure out how to do it, and they only give you a little tiny 1 sentence thing of how to use like
that PDF.
that PDF. Doesn't.
your level 6 guy. now.
Anyway,
You get rid of
I'll
the
get
little
hold of you
eye.
later on. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess some nice. thick
Yeah, I
thick
got
paper.
a little trash
But I was
pile
gonna
going
use
over
the-
here.
Think
So
those
yeah,
off.
we don't need that anymore.
Okay.
Couldn't get it.
Can-
So I'm
And
getting.
we'll use that one.
Dog. Oh, so do I get a?
Yeah, you write it down and then I'll put it in your sheet. I'll type it up in your sheet the next time you go to
So
look.
I've got the goggles.
Yeah.
Because it's second, but do I get some 6th level artifact as well?
No,
No.
No, you don't.
That's what he takes them off the shelf and hands them to you.
goggles of night.
Yeah, no.
Just write MVGs. Night vision goggles.
NVG.
Yeah, you know it there. Just say I've got MVGs. You got night vision goggles. That's what they are.
Yeah.
And D&D, they're not the big bulky things or the things on the helmet. They're like the swimming goggles. You know the type.
Yes, I know what you're talking.
Yeah, you know the type that are like this, not the type that are like this. Swimming goggles like this. Yeah.
Yeah, the old fashioned one.
Well, the old fashioned ones are the one piece.
No.
The old fashions are one piece.
Oh, those are the big ones.
Right. His are the like one. You know the one for each, the individuals, and they pop on. That's what he has. That's what these are. So seeing pictures of them, that's literally what they look like.
And so we're gonna be hanging out for the next however long. Waiting.
You decide what you're going to do. Don't forget how you work.
No.
The choice is yours.
Well, we can go up to the thing to see if there's a.
Yeah, we
Well,
need to guild
we're,
call.
you know what? Why don't we take take 3 days? Rest.
Well, if you want him to have the shield, you take 2 weeks of just having fun. That's your choice. You know it's going to be the second week, and he'll get his shield back.
Yeah, it's gonna take me time anyway to go through this, sell what we want to sell.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, you can do that from home. I'm not concerned with it.
Right.
You keep the notes. You can write down however long you decide to.
Did we have anything else pressing that we had to get done?
No.
No,
At this point.
he's got to look the time it will take him to repair. You know, he has to send it back to Japan, get a replacement, and with the chip so he can.
Right.
So he can listen to the recording so he can figure out what the heck happened here.
Yeah.
Because 6th level, he's like, this is all tied in somehow. There was something. And in that process, he's still got the week of going through the motions of giving memories to those who have been lost, and then because he's not the only one that they have to do the whole title change. There's others that lost, and there's promotions and regroups that are going on. So there's a lot of things going on in the Domus area. Along with, look, we made a promise to do these things. Oh, great, I have those. They go, oh, great, I have that. He's like, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I gotta do yours. Okay, well, yeah, as soon as I can, I can. You literally saved 2 weeks.
So
3, because I don't know. Mark gets it too.
Yeah.
So depending on what he does, whether it's something I can get off the shelf or
it could spend a couple weeks trying to get a hold of people.
right now you've got a minimum of 2 weeks before you get your seals back.
I'm not worried about the skills. I mean, I am, but I'm not.
I'm just time frame.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just trying to think of. things
Mind
that we
you,
do
mine
do.
it's i.e. 10 days. All of my months are 30 days. There are 3 weeks a month. Each is 10 days. 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30,
okay,
10, 20,
cool.
30.
I
I wasn't going to go through like we do 30, 31, 30, 31, 28. No, every month is 30. I actually have names for all my months, but I actually lost that sheet of paper that I have them. But you understand that you're in April, and so we'll just stick with that. But that's not what they call them. This is the month of rain, April, and you're going to go into June, which is the month of summer start. Some of these I remember, whereas July is summer's heat, August is summer's cool. So that's the name of them, depending on the season. Winter's brutal, winter's start, winter's end, spring. That's their name.
I told Mark, pick your item. We finished up. Only one death, but you feel better.
And it is true. There's only one death, but you feel better.
But you feel better.
So
And this, I wasn't worried about. I didn't care if I had a TPK because everybody here has a life token. It's like, yeah, it's going to cost you a token, but that's the way it is. You're going to be fine because by the time you get to those tokens, these things are so hurt. You're coming in brand new and fresh. Bang, 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 bang. I was not concerned with TPK and nobody coming back. I was not concerned with it unless you've had bad luck. But Mark's not here to have bad luck. He said.
that was my only death. That was my only life token. That's Mark. Nope. So we could talk to Bartholomew.
At the
That's the architect.
it hasn't been 6 months yet. But
we
we
can't harass him.
no, the one thing that I'm inferring is, please correct me if I'm wrong. Basically we put a deposit down with this guy to hold that 6 months.
Right. His entire focus is you put the down payment on the car, and now you can drive off with the car.
So we don't
Kind of a thing.
we've locked
When he's
in.
done, yeah, you've
We've
locked
locked
it in, and you're going to come in and pick up the new car when it's ready. That's the today's kind of reality of it. Yeah, you order. I literally ordered a shed yesterday. Again, had to eat up into my savings.
for the
Yeah, because again, a little back, little non-D&D stuff. Susie has a friend that's supposed to come and visit, and we do have a room, but she's got it full.
Yep.
It's like, honey, no place to put that.
coming from Indonesia.
One of her monks,
Oh, okay.
she's Buddhist. So one of the monks is doing a thing, I don't know where, I think Concord or Manchester, but like any monk, it's, where can I go and not actually spend money?
Yeah.
And she knows it's not only is it her quote unquote priest, but it's also a friend. It's like, well, we have a bed, you can stay here. But how far away is it where I need to go? And it's about an hour. He's like, okay, because they'll provide the car and all that. Like, there's no, you've got all your stuff in. We got no place to put it. Literally, we are full. The house is full. I almost bought a shed like 5 years ago. But the guy I ordered from told me what it is. He looked where to put it and everything like that. He never got back with me. So there should be a shed out there already. But he never came back to me. He's like, okay, well, the money is already been set aside for this shed. So when you drive towards Walmart and you go further, you see all those sheds out in that parking lot.
Falcon said.
Right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
We stopped there yesterday. I went to Home Depot first, and there's one for like 1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to repaint it or anything like that, but it's going to start to crack and the floor. You're
No.
yeah, it's
not
not
so much.
worth it. Whereas we went there, it says, look, this is the small one. If you go by there, you'll see the small gray one, and it's sold. But they're like, oh yeah, we rebuild it. So, yeah, well, I got this tree that has to come down. It's going to take 5 weeks to build the shed. They're coming to look at the tree next Wednesday, and they will hold the shed for 60 days after. So I've got like 3 months to get that tree down before I have to do the shed. And the funny part is, talking to the guys and everything, the guy who looks to see where, because I want to either, down there is not where I want it. That's obviously the best place for it. But I would like it right out back here. I'd like it closer to right out, right here.
Yeah.
So, and he literally lives down the street. He says, I'm not done. I'll just drive by, I'll look, and I'll let you know it can go there. That says, usually I can get a shed almost anywhere. You got a small one as long as the room's there. That's why he told me to clear all that out, throw all that crap away, because it's all in the back. I had to get rid of it. The only thing there now still is the tree. And I've literally got,
I think I've ever looked in your backyard.
well, there really isn't a backyard, but yeah, when you look, you see the fence. And the fence was put up when they were young because it drops straight down. That's my land. If you look at this guy here and you see where he cleared all that out, our land is side by side. My land goes all the way down to the same as his, but I can't afford to get all those trees removed. I can't do it. It's like, hey, there you go, animals. You've got forestry protection because I can't take them down. The fence was put up because you go there, it drops straight down, and the kids young, they'd be out there and playing. Last thing I need to do is have them.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
And that fence, I didn't buy it. The fence that when I bought the house, it was a little dog run. And a friend Susie came in for $50. He took that whole fence out and put it over there just to block it off. So that was, I had everything, I just couldn't do it myself.
All right, so
Also, he's saying, and then after I got all this done, I got to wait for the repair on the thing, and then find the recording to see what is going on.
Okay.
Does it involve you or not? He's not sure, but there's something there, and hopefully he can retrieve it. He's not giving you a guarantee that I can retrieve it. Again, it's like you took a cell phone, you cracked it, you might have broken stuff. Same concept, only it's a crystal ball, but it's just a recorder. Literally, it's a recording device.
well, he is going to get it fixed because it kills the campaign.
But while he's waiting, the adventures go on, i.e. to level up, to keep it going, things to do.
Right,
Because you are part of the Adventures Guild, that is your whole.
it is our.
Yeah.
But we just had some near-death experience.
Right.
So
But
taking a few days, maybe a week off, is not a
No, it's absolutely. And again,
Unreasonable.
I'm not, i.e. Critical Role or any others out there that podcast. We're going to go through a whole week of role playing. I know what you're going to do. You're going to sleep. You're going to go out. You're going to have a little party time. It's just remove the money. Unless I have something, and I do have in some cases, I have things preset during your downtime, things that happen.
It's our time.
It's part of the adventure, but I'm not.
We're going to be spending time at the shrine.
Right, you're gonna do your thing. It's just that any of those podcasts, they will go through an entire 4 or 5 hour thing of you just talking about your life.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you got yourself a meatloaf, and I have to explain to you how the meatloaf is cooked.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. So this is, you spend a week, you deduct what you can do from home. You go to the shrine, you check, you check upon the things that you got going on.
Right.
You can go to Bartholomew, and you know that he has his butler, and you just say, hey, just want to check up, let him know we're still here, we're not dead, and he'll just make a note because he's not going to bother him.
They're not dead yet.
Pretty much. They're still here. They're still here. Keep working.
Yep.
I forgot what he was working on. I know I got it written down, but I don't remember what he was working.
Oh, just FYI. You don't know when you're transition.
I didn't know when.
Okay. When you do, just to let you know.
You're
Yeah,
transitioning?
Yes, he is.
From weekend except the first. Not clarifying.
He escaped it. I really don't know how. He does cooking, so that's how he works in. But Tony and I have been alternating bringing them to the group. So I don't know if that is something that you want to partake in.
Oh, sure.
Okay. The last few weeks we've had.
The funny part is it started with, because I think once every month and a half, give or take, he's like, I just crave your shepherd. Hey. Like, okay, you can make it. No, you make it. Okay.
But
I just have a way of making it. Don't
he just makes it. All right. And when it was just the two of us, it was like
every now and then.
every now and then I would buy the ingredients and he'd make it. Okay.
I can cook.
Yeah.
I'm not cook.
So like,
We were doing it.
for a while there, it was like pretty much pizza, maybe some chicken nuggets in there or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know, about a month and a half ago, it was like I do shepherd's pie, then he did.
Yeah, I brought the
Chop
shepherd's
suey.
pie once. I said, oh, well, next week I will bring
Yeah.
something. So he brought a big crock pot of chop suey. Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
And we've been just rolling with it.
I have no issue with that at all. My wife.
Yeah, and the week after that, it's like, hey, I found this recipe.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, here's the stuff. Okay,
And he
let's
just
do it on the crock pot.
Yeah.
I'm a huge I like to make because I like chili and cornbread.
Oh, I love chili.
Take cornbread, put it in a bowl, cover it with chili.
Absolutely, but except for one caveat.
I did bring.
Right. What's the caveat?
Beef.
Ooh. Okay.
Had those?
I have.
Oh, the little barrel sucky candies?
No, it's the drinks.
It's
Oh,
My wife got them. Got 3 packages of them.
oh, okay.
But
I was thinking. I know what they're talking about.
I still have.
Oh no, there's.
I know
I still have.
I know he can't have solar carbonation.
Right.
So my wife is the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring them to work.
Yes, I will.
They taste like root beer.
They do.
Yeah.
I still have a.
We started. We said, hey, give me, and we'll put it in the
He'll
water.
have it here. He'll bring. So I'll just. Not a big deal.
And my wife brought it home. She's like, "Didn't you say Ron or Steven?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, yeah. So
Yeah. Leave it here. I don't have to worry about bringing them back and forth. So yeah, no, we do community stuff here. It's like not a big deal.
When it gets hot, it's a 50-50 shot of moving back downstairs. It will really depend on my needs.
okay. It doesn't matter to me either way. So
Well, with me, 90% of the stuff is downstairs, but it depends on my need going up and down the stairs. That's the
looks
thing.
like you have a good.
Yeah, I've settled myself in here pretty darn good. Pretty good.
Yeah,
Good.
but if we get a large crowd,
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened. I'm more concerned with the Friday downstairs versus the Thursday. There's not.
no, Thursday's not enough.
So, but we'll play it by ear because we've had people say, I will. Like the older generation. Oh yeah, we're all over. Come on down. I'll be there in April. Well, no, it's May.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow, like, if you were here, you know, Tony usually sits there, but we still got the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark has shown up once.
I
And
mean,
that's just, it's-
I mean, I remember when I was downstairs, when I played you guys the first time on Friday night, I think Mark showed up twice.
Yeah.
yeah, he was
He
regular.
showed up once,
Mhm.
and then Dave was kind of sporadic too.
He
He
used,
more often than Mark and Lisa, but
well, he used to, he loved driving the cycle. But we
Motorcycle weather
think
now.
something happened with his wife at home to kind of, he needs to stay home because he used to, he's in Dover. He's 25 minutes away. He's not that far.
Get that.
Well, that's if he takes the leisurely, because he would take, because he told me, if you take,
well,
he takes the leisurely drive to enjoy it, but if he gets on Spalding, he can be here in 15 minutes.
I mean, I'm in Somerville, so yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing.
And sometimes he takes that long but then he just stopped, and it's always been through Discord. And although I don't mind, the problem is he's so soft-spoken. We're waiting for him and waiting for him and waiting for him, and he's doing his thing. And his role play has dropped near to nothing because he used to, oh yeah, I'll do this, and now it's just quiet waiting. And that's the only thing I dislike about it. Because like Steve, he's been with the group 30, 35 years. He's been with us.
Longer than me, yeah.
And I remember Dave. I remember you guys saying Dave has been here for a long, long time too. So.
Yeah.
Dave was part of the group before I joined it, and I've known Ron for just shy of 40 years.
And they were
Chump
before that.
change.
Yeah. So, but anyway, shall we continue? I don't mind discussing. It's not a problem, but I want to,
Yep.
you know, we got half an hour, and that's no problem. There's nothing going on other than what you guys are doing, and kind of just get ready for the next
Setting
step.
setting up the next step. Yeah, absolutely.
Level 6. Make sure Mark knows level 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the problem is I keep getting the Temu stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the great thing about it was some reason I got Temu this last time. Yeah. They had WizKids stuff that if I spent $20 for whatever junk, I got 3 WizKids things for free.
No.
So you're like $45 for.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys get all the free stuff from Timo. I try. Maybe I just don't know what frick I'm looking at. I get all the spam that says, "Oh, if you do this in the next 40 minutes, you'll get such and such % off." And you do it, and then they're like, "Oh, pick all these prizes," and you're like, "Okay," and then like, "Oh, do this." Next thing you know, your cart's up to like $200, and I'm like,
Yeah, no.
"Why is it like that?"
Yep.
That's why I don't.
Yeah, like anything, it's like, oh, you're a good customer, and you spend this much. Like I literally got it yesterday. Female sorcerers, a penny in their WizKids sorcerers. If I spent $20, well, I have no problem because they're things I need. Like my fish net, that I had ripped in half. So I'm like, okay, I need fishnet.
It's not stuck. You got it.
55, remember?
55, give me my fishnet. I put them over my face whenever I go to the bank.
Ooh.
It's the only way that you can get free healthcare, right?
True.
I know we just digress again, but I am double checking on that because I went on the website for New Hampshire. New Hampshire saying you do not need Medicaid, whereas Social Security saying, oh yeah, that day you got to have it. So I have my appointment in June, and I'm going to physically ask them, do I have to have this or not? I'm not going to cancel it until I'm sure.
Okay.
The problem being, New Hampshire may say you don't need it, but if I'm in another state, they might need it. So when I go on my trip next year, I'm gonna have to keep it because now I'm in Texas, and they will say, yeah, say something happens, yeah, you need that, else they're gonna pay that difference. So I don't know about Maine, but you got plenty of time. So let's get ourselves set up here.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just doing my,
I know you are, but
What did I want to, I do have a mending,
cancer.
yeah. I bought 2 of them, Kroll.
But he already sent it off.
right. It would have required more than just mending. You can mend the crystal ball, but it's the internal that therein lies the gnomes created. The crystal ball is the base, but there's things within recording devices and stuff within. Like I said, if I took the phone, they cracked the phone. So the outside, you can fix it, but it's the inside that's the problem.
I was just happened to look back through and I saw that I got 4 warding blade, 4 booming blade, and
Yeah.
2 mending.
Okay.
It's also again, it's also part of the campaign. And when I started, I said there are things that do timing. You know, it can eat time of you waiting. This is one of those. It's going to eat time. Granted, I got to modify the time because I was thinking, you know, up to another 4 weeks, but that's not going to happen. It's neither here nor there with me.
Even if it takes, you know, the month that you were,
Well, it's gonna take 30 days regardless.
Let's go. I'm gonna go. Probably gonna get a little. When I go home, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna pick myself up a little second job and a little side job here, and
yeah, well,
since,
I'm gonna be spending a lot of time at the
Brian.
shrine, making a lot more contact, contact with the followers of Villendar, and bring names to faces and find out it just maybe
Right, but that's fine. But as yet, nobody's doing
Missionary work yet.
no mission.
mission work.
Mission work.
No, but the thing is, with those contacts, they have information.
Right, but you're waiting.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I figure about a week off and then head up to the
To the land.
no, up to the guild.
Right.
Oh, yep.
That's literally what I'm waiting for. That's the whole thing of campaign. Other than hey, we found out this, and then I push you along.
Right.
It's like okay, we're stuck waiting. Part of this is in the real world. A month off. I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to do that. Adventures aren't like that. You're like the thrill seekers. After a week of sitting around, you're like, man, I gotta jump out of that airplane. I gotta.
Yeah. No, about a week off because, you know, like you're prone to say, yes, the long rest we get back up and everything like that, but our bodies, especially his,
Right.
I walked out with 2 hit points.
Right. And again, you take a week. You take 10 days because like mine are in 3
Yeah.
10-day periods. So it's 10 days of look. We really got beat up. We're really tired. We just want to party hardy a bit, get some drink, and just have our time.
Yep.
And yeah, along with because don't forget, it's not like oh, I'm waiting till the next day to go party hardy. I'll meet you at the bar after I go to my shrine. Oh, hey guys, let's just go on a boat and do sport fishing for a day. We need a time off.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like I said,
widow's boat that we can do that with.
yeah. What I'm saying is not critical role, not die for me, not one to roll. I'm not going to go through a whole role play session of you fishing. You go fishing. Okay. Do you want to do something while you're fishing? Do you want to see if you catch the big fish? Okay. Roll a survival. Here's the DC. Yay. You know, that's it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. Base roll of 15.
You got a nice one. Something.
I get a pair of boots.
Well, no. Most of your fishermen out there, they're not sport, but they're fishermen. They throw out nets. So I want to catch something different. A 15, taking my example versus what you do. I want to just go out there and go out there and do this. So at 15 is you catch this nice trophy fish. Is it the trophy fish? Is
No.
it the big guy that was there? No,
but
you're
it's
talking that
my
sort of-
best.
But it's your best,
My,
and you can decide whether you're going to eat it or have it stuffed and mounted. There's this unknown house over there somewhere. Where she still lives.
yeah. Well, you know what? I'll
Yeah, it's just like,
just stuff them on it and give it to her.
yeah, I'm going to do my own thing.
Well, you can still pull out the meat and cook it though.
Right, they
It's
got
a
it.
special way, yeah.
However they do it, I'm not a taxidermist. I don't know.
But, yeah.
I have no clue. But I know they can. It's basically about getting it and enough of the infrastructure of the creature.
Yeah, the
that-
skin and stuff and
yeah.
and what.
That all gets stuffed in.
Sure,
Pickled.
give it to the widow so she can meet the meat too. No, yeah, I'll give the meat to a some to her, but most of the meat to like a soup.
Right. Well, where you're trying to do, you're trying to.
Yeah.
There's more now than normal as people are still struggling, and that's going to be a long. That's a years long thing. But like I said, there's few smoldering areas remaining. Other than those, all the fires you put out right now at this part of time because the weather is nice and now they can get these things. Plus, you dealt with the thing with the wood. So even though they didn't do a lot, every little bit happens. There's tons of construction going on. They're trying to rebuild. Obviously, those with money are rebuilding, and the poor have gone from poor to destitute because they don't have it to rebuild.
Well,
Yeah,
I may just hang around with where our shrine is and kind of sit like a bum with big cloak on. Catch people doing stupid shit.
you can. Your passive alone can catch them doing. Because like I said, when you're there before, that area has become like a major smuggling zone because the watch is hardly there. They're so busy with everything else. It's a major, and they're taking advantage of that as much as they can until it starts to get repaired.
Well, I don't care if people make a living. I mean, whatever. But you're a shrine, and
With the person there, and you'll see there's punk kids and stuff. They'll come in and try, but then you just stand up and do this number here, and they'll go away because you've got these little roving gangs and stuff like that of any destitute place. But most of them, you're talking kids gangs versus really organized. The organized ones, they're focused on the smuggling
the bigger.
and the slavery and the big things. They're like the gangs, and they use them as they pay them extra to be watches or hey, take this from point A to point B.
And
That way, if they get caught, well, no, they did it, not
the
us.
Shrine of Villandar will get some unofficial help from those particular individuals.
Yeah, you've already set that up. Yeah,
Yeah. So
you've got this process started. Nothing's going to change it. This whole process has begun.
mhm.
Does it make you rich? No, but you don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to pay upkeep. All of that is part of everything you have done.
And it's getting close. We can just sit here and think that we're not going to be getting involved.
No, I'm just getting you where you need to go.
So, with like I said, after we went up to visit the guild.
The first week you're waiting. The first 10 days. There's
Well, the first 10 days we took off and we're just goofing around doing it.
right. So the second 10.
Second time.
Roll the dice. Maybe you'll start early.
All right.
was it 8?
Okay. Just by way, I wrote it as 30 days, but if you wrote high enough, the difference is you go in and check and what they will tell you is there is something that is coming in the next 10 days. We'll set it aside for you. We already know, but it hasn't, the process hasn't been set. So come back in the next 10 days, that 30-day mark, come back then.
Yep.
And we will have this for you.
Okay. So another. So that.
No, I can tell you, we got 20 minutes. I can
Yeah.
set it up.
No, so when it's on, so at the end of the first 10 days, we went to visit, so come back basically at the end of the second 10 days.
Well, your first 10 day was downtime.
Yeah.
The second 10 days of my 30, just how things, I would have started then.
Yeah.
The second 10 days is them telling you, we know something's coming. We've been informed. They're just doing the legalities and everything of it. Come back at the next 10 days.
Okay.
And we will set this aside for you. It's right up. It's in your
area.
Your level 6 frame, as it were.
Okay.
So you come back, and it goes to the 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why you'll see that the time frame and the legalities of it.
Right.
A section patrol commander, government, and you know how the government works. So you're going to run away. That's why. Versus the business. Hey, take care of it.
Yep.
He has a mission to those able and willing, but they preset it for you. There's a 200 gold bounty for the removal of an unknown creature I can't even talk. Utilizing an old guard post as a base. For all specifics, see Lieutenant Commander Gorman.
Gorman.
West Gate Patrol Commander.
Hold on a second.
And the DM note is this is just a run for XP between 6 and 7.
Okay, Lieutenant Gorman. Westgate.
He's at the West Gate. It's more northwest because the west, there's no West Gate, the river's there, but you've got the North Gate, East Gate, but the South Gate it literally is the seaside part, and that gate is used for all the commerce. Whereas the West Gate is more like northwest. You open it up, and the river is like 200 yards away, but the little road that kind of circles around there is a West Gate.
No, I'm gonna have to go bring it home. You know what? Book.
He said, "Ever notice there's a lot of bureaucracy in Ronnie's world? There's bureaucracy in the real world. Get away from it."
Yeah. Ron invented it.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong world.
So, go see the
Things to what?
lieutenant commander.
Sure. This thing says what? What?
He will go and he will explain what you already know. Says the eruption in the city is absolutely well known, obviously,
Yep.
but there's reverberation. So even here, it's still reverberated throughout the area that the city state maintains within its holdings. Either part of the city, allies, or just on friendly terms. Patrols, they're straight out. This because that's why I had to go all the way up to that one village for the wood.
Listening.
Says there was an encounter in a place where things are beyond normal. So I was given authorization to reach out this new guild thing and see if we can hire mercenaries to take care of it. For them, adventurers are no more than mercenaries. They don't see you any different than just swords for hire. There's a few days northwest, near a trail, and there's a cart trail. Outer farms use it to bring in intruders. That's the cart trail to get produce. There is an old guard post, abandoned when those areas became part of the city. There's a new post at the far north area of the farmland. That one no longer needed, but just it had to bring so much stuff in. Bandits tried to use it. My unit did go and to rout them out, but there were some things there. All the bandits killed. Only one of my men came out. He died a few days later. I am no idiot. If the bandits and my men get wiped out, time to ask a little aid. It's just above our training and abilities. It's just the way I felt. It's above my pay grade, man. I don't know what is there. Only that I will not use up my men. Especially their skill sets, their watchmen, their guards, their soldiers. That's it. I need the aid of the Adventurers Guild, those with skill sets above and beyond those who have, basic training. To take care of this, protecting the farm, because again, we're hurting. Right now is preparing and planting season. If that don't get done, when the winter comes again, this has to be taken care of. We need to get this done. Every resource is vital.
I think that would probably help them out.
Yeah. Until it's 200.
Yes, it's city funds. They don't, the bureaucracy and everything like that. He fought to get as much as he could. 200 is a sizable chunk.
And you're taking care of the guild fees.
The 200.
Is after guild fees.
No, I think you'll get 180. To tell the truth, I do not know until I set the pages. I honestly don't know that part. The guild, he sets the guild up. There's a 200 gold. That is what the bureaucracy, the Lord,
It'll be 180
Yeah.
for us then. Well,
most likely. I don't remember.
I'm going to try to persuade
You can try all you want.
for the negotiation.
You can try. He has no authority.
What's posted? Never mind.
Right.
Okay.
What he's saying is it's a 200 gold. We had to go to the guild. I'd have to look through the paperwork to see if they included. I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
As of right now, it is 180, but he is not authorized. He cannot negotiate to say we will pay this. He struggled. He told you right now. He struggled to get this. The Lord was saying, take care of it, take care of it, take care of it. Look, I've lost an entire patrol. My guys can't do this. They don't have the skill sets for this. We need those who are freaking nutcases. Who
the 18.
Yeah, who tend to have skill sets that my guys. I don't have rogues in my unit.
I mean, neither do we. We try, but they don't
Yeah.
show up.
I had. MIA.
Sorry.
They have adept in unit,
For medical.
but they don't have full clerics. Don't go out and about. Therefore, wars, and that's when they bring out the big guns for wars. Right now, it's just the guys in training, adept enough to do a little piddly healing, maybe a bless or a curse if they can get it there, but usually just a bless because that's a freebie. Monster Manual has them, they're deaf. There's either the wizard or the cleric, and they just have little things they can do. Yeah, they'll go on patrol to kind of be a little boost, but they don't have as a common thing, common entity, the things that players tend to have, which they tend to have the rogue, the fighter, the paladin probably. Those with special abilities that, because other races, they tend to have a diverse group that makes a team that has a skill set that your militiamen and your soldiers simply don't have. They are trained to patrol, protect, fight, and kill. They're the infantry.
We got the Tin Man, we got the Scarecrow, and we got, no, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the Cowardly Lion.
And he will lay out a map,
No.
because he has a map of
Mark.
the area.
Dorothy. Dorothy.
Anyway, he lays out a map.
Yep.
And he points out specific, because he knows specifically where it is. So it's not like you have to do survival text or anything. 2 days out over here, this is exactly where it is. And you can grab paper and you can make a hand scratch drawing. You've got it right in front of you. So it's not like you don't need a calligrapher or anything like that. You go, okay, I'm going to go here. Here's a little village. Here's this farm. Here's this, and there's the trail that goes there. You can easy. It's like if I drew you a map. How do you want to get downtown? Here you go. You want to go here.
Yep.
Is it perfect? No, but
Does it do the job? Yeah.
it does the job.
Okay.
A thorp along the way. One of the close farm groups. Their central area, little county church, farmers market, small resupply store, simple tavern inn, nothing of any value other than a place to sleep well before reaching the old patrol post. It says I think I had the name of the village, but I don't think I wrote it down. But there's just a little thorp along the way. I mean, I even had the picture. I found the picture. He said that's the place where you can at least rest and then go from there. And you can go back and forth from that thorp. That's like the central area. From that thorp, you just go a mile or two out, and if you're hurting, you just come back there. So it's that easy. Yep. Yeah, population 65.
Small.
Yeah, it's just a little
Yeah.
farming community
By
out
the
there.
time we leave, it'll probably be population 58 on the way.
Mark said +1 rate here.
Ah. So he took his,
It would be
he increased his rapier.
It would be +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
Yeah, you can get the. Yeah, they can.
But, there you go.
Perfect.
12:53.
Real wet.
Jared can go home and take his power nap.
So he's going with his rapier going +1.
As long as he cuts it down.
So
So we're gonna, are we saying this is
So
gonna
it's
be?
2 weeks.
Okay, so we're gonna say, are we gonna say that we?
You're going to wind up
If
with
this-
that because it wound up taking the full 30 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're stuck
Everybody-
because that's the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That,
Okay.
boom.
Perfect.
1 week was there, 1 week was there, and then the other week was you just
Yep.
mucking around.
Sounds good.
So
good timing.
So next week when we come back, we'll be.
you'll have those your level 6, and
Yep.
you'll have your shield return, and he'll have his rapier. You'll be good to
We
go.
will be getting ready to, actually, we're already gonna be heading out, correct?
Yeah.
We're already heading out, so we're gonna be a mile out from,
Yeah. we're
Yeah,
gonna-
I mean, I'll start with it reading. This is how far. This is where you're
Yep.
going. Well, he did. We said this is where you're going. Here's a little fork right there. The problem area.
It's a great
And
place
they
to-
do have a little
starting place.
place that's where you can rest without staying outside, and then you just
Okay.
because it was an old post that was there.
Yeah.
Part of their protection. That's why the thorp itself is part of the part of the city state as like an alliance thing, we have a deal economically to bring in the produce is what it's about. They get their produce versus I'm gonna sell it out to these other places. That's the deal.
Mhm.
But they've gotta go out there, they've gotta get these farmlands and something's going on and they're like, we might be running late here if we don't get this taken care of. Mind you, winter just ended. It's only whatever, we're talking about fresh produce now. It's only what stores are still remaining and everybody that has pickles as they start prepping for the next season. And that's why imports are major. I mean, the shipping lanes, they are full. Because they're bringing produce, like here, I could go to Walmart and get, tangerines, but our growing isn't even here yet because it's coming from the southern area. Exact same concept. They're getting it, but they need the stuff.
Yeah.
And most of the produce that's local, that stuff gets pickled, jarred. That's used for the winter stores. Mostly. But like here, hey, the corn's up. You get your fresh corn from the farm.
All right, well,
Yes, indeed. Jared gets to go take his nap.
Jared, I see you did find your 7th dice.
Was
Yeah, I don't think you even noticed.
No, you must have found it then.
Yeah, I did.
I just happened to look at
I
it,
just,
and I was like, oh wait, he's got 7 dice right there.
yeah,
I remember.
yeah, I had somebody, after we looked all over the place, somebody said, oh, there it is.
Really?
Yeah.
You said that?
I mentioned it to him, like, yeah, we looked all over. He goes, there it is. I'm like, oh, geez. And where we looked, it's like, yeah, right there. It's funny as hell. Hey, thanks for being here, everybody. Catch you next time. Hey, happy birthday, son. Absolutely. All right. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. I'll pick up my granddaughter and then I'm just on my computer and if I can't figure